that's so exciting, and it's so amazingly attractive.
Yeah, you're not laughing now, are you?
Bartarama. I broke my chair. Like, not just now, but it's now become apparent, because usually, I'll do this. Like, I'll sort of sit up on my chair. It's just something I do at the start of a stream. But this arm, it was doing that. I was talking to a mate, and I sort of lifted myself up, and then it just went bang. And there's it's fucked. Yay! $120. Fucking hell, man. You know what? I always remember my old man. And it was at a very young age I noticed it. My mother would say something to him. And his first, not always, obviously, because that would be ridiculous, but quite a lot of times, Ed see the financial loss of it or what's required. She'd say something like, oh, the bit that the lead goes into on the kettle is cracked. And they'd go, oh, another £15 down the drain. But like 2 or 3 times a day. And I think I've got a bit of that in me, and sometimes it's right to have a bit of that in you. You should be aware of, you've got to think about the financial responsibilities you have in your life, and you need to have them before it happens. Like at the moment, my business is in trouble. Not all business. NVIDIA ain't in trouble. Buy before the split. I'm not a professional. That's for entertainment only. But when Packer's here, by the way, he's sitting down there. I will bring him in a minute, but no need for him to sit here while I'm doing my little introduction. But when my mother was alive, if everything went tits up, she said this to me as well. She said, if ever you need to get out of Cambodia, weird mum, Mrs. Dangerfield, the Dartford fixer. She said, if ever you need to get out of Cambodia, I'll buy you that ticket within the hour. And that was always nice, because not only is that the ticket, because nowadays that's about $2,500. Ridiculous. But I'd also be able to rock up at her gaff and get food and shelter. I haven't got that now. Now, here's why I say that. If I was, let's bring Packer in, actually. If he's just sitting around there doing nothing, he can sit in here and do nothing. Hello, mate.
Is that better?
That's the one. You're peeking.
Awesome.
That's it. Just when you
Move
scream,
the
it's a bit loud.
Hello. I'm all right.
How's Packer's audio, people? It sounds to me that it's a little bit. What's the word? Distort. It's slightly distorted, but it might just be me. No way has Brad James opened the grift. I'll tell you what. Lovely. Brad, imagine that $5 is like manna to me at the moment, because I'm panicking. And as an entrepreneur, you have to panic. It's part of it. It is part of it, but you can't sit in that panic, because that doesn't do anything. You have to say, this is a horrible feeling. Excuse me. How am I going to get over this? And then you identify what's causing it and you do something about it. He says, what would you call Buy Me a Coffee in 1824? Buy Me John Coffee. Wow. What? Packer, read that out, mate.
What would you call Buy Me a Coffee in 1824? Buy Me John Coffee.
Now, Brad's a clever bloke, so I reckon there's something in there. I'm just not quite sure what.
Yeah. I don't know who John Coffee is. Guessing that's key to this.
I don't think that is it, but we'll have a look. Maybe something happened to John Coffey in 1824. John Coffey, here we go. What was John Coffey known for? He planted. He was a planter and he was military. I think, Brad, we're going to need a bit more. Oh, he was in the Green Miles, was he? Which was set in the 1930s. No. If anyone else can work that out, feel free to tell Brad. Sorry, mate, I'm all over the place with that one. Well, nowhere. No way! No way did the Ozmeister drive his own taxi to the glorious House of Scrubs and pull up outside with that uranium bird he's got in the back he's been after for 6 years. How are you, son? He says, how do? Sorry, I needed a break from politics, nothing personal. Oh, no, do as you will and would like. I don't really talk politics on this channel anymore. I've said all I've really got to say about it, and it hasn't really changed. You know, anything I say about politics is likely to be repetitive. Now, I'm not going to pretend that this channel hasn't got an element of repetition. That would be unfair. But I will be talking a bit about it around the election, the US election, of course. But also, you're sort of not really allowed to. I'm seeing channels just disappearing. So anything...
There's a channel called Richard the Fourth that I've started seeing a lot lately.
Richard the Fourth? No, don't know that.
Yeah.
But here's my point. Anything that would be worth saying, they won't let you, because that's how it works. You know, YouTube is activism. I know it's a video hosting platform, but it is a form of, you know, it's a form of propaganda. Now, you know, it's got this idea that it's free, but we all know it isn't. I mean, anyone here who's got a YouTube channel, I get at least one a week. We've updated our terms of service. And you can translate that as we've decided there's less things you can say. Now, they were very nice to me a couple of weeks ago when they didn't give me a strike for the Hugh Cow video, which was a shame, which was good, but they did get rid of the video. So there's still an element of censorship there. Brad James is going to explain all. Think of what John Coffey from the Green Mile is. Oh, okay. Is he the big fella, the big black fella?
I think so, yeah. I tried to save him. That bloke.
Do that again?
I tried to save him.
There's problems with your video or something. It might be my end, but I know it isn't because it tells me when it is. But it's all right. It's gone now. Can you please do it once more? Because I haven't got a fucking clue what you're doing, and I love it.
Exactly. He said at the end he was crying. He said, I tried to save him.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. But doesn't he suck the flies of death out of the other bloke's mouth?
Yeah. And
then he blows the flies of death into the guilty bloke's mouth because he killed his mouse. Everyone loves, well, not everyone, but a lot of people rate that movie, but don't give me an ending like that. When you've got a 2-hour movie and it ends with 30 seconds of science fiction, you can't get out of it like that. That's just, imagine having a movie that was imagine a classic like Kramer versus Kramer. You know that, Packer?
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie. If you haven't seen it, people watch it. Dustin Hoffman, Meryl Streep, court case, beautifully written script, really well performed, quality actors. But imagine you got to the end of it, and is it Dustin Hoffman? Yeah, of course it is. And Meryl Streep went, and she was a robot, and he went, and she went, I am sending you to outer space, and sort of picked him up and went, just launched him into the universe. When you saw him break up when he sort of hit the edge of the atmosphere, whatever that's called, you'd be like, hang on a minute, I've been watching like an emotional psychodrama, and you've just got yourself off the story hook by making her a robot transformer. Is people in the chat, hang on a minute, Brad, thank you, mate. Osmeister, thank you. Never complain. Never complain. Never apologise around here for not being here. No. And thank you, Brad. I still don't quite get it though. I still don't get it. Still don't really get it. Maybe there's more there. What was I talking about, Packer? Some old shit.
I can't even remember now.
No, you weren't listening. Hello, Keys to the Kingdom. Hello, MCJ Dub Power. JP. Why won't it show JP? There you go. JD. John. John ain't at me. Hello, Toffee. Good to see you, mate. Jess, how are you, love? Anglo's on the Firmage. Nice to see you. Firmage, is that a thing? If I said to you, Packer, you had to give a meaning to Firmage, what would it be?
It wouldn't have anything to do with a group of people. It would be a consistency of something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What? Like I think it should be a measurement for sofas or settees, if you want to use that word.
Give the cushions a Firmage rating.
Yeah, when you go and buy one, because you don't have that option, do you? You go, I want a sofa, I want it like a 3 seat.
8 out of 10 on the Firmage scale, please.
Yeah, what kind of Firmage are you looking for?
Yeah.
And also, how long, what is the length, what am I trying to say? Clearly, I don't know. How long does the Firmage maintain itself? What would we call that? The Firmage threshold. You know, it stays at a good sort of 7 to 8 Firmage for about a year. After that, it's Shenan's arse. You know, the one where you sit down and you feel like sitting on the floor with your legs up round your head. Eleanor's on the firm like an absolute pleasure. She says, someone is going to have to squeeze my emotional nipples. Where are you? I'll do it right now. Ready? If we both concentrate. Hang on. I hope that worked. Packer, do you want to squeeze Eleanor's emotional nipples, or is that probably a bit inappropriate?
What's that right there?
Yeah. Take notice of me. I'm having a breakdown.
Best of luck with your nipples, though, Eleanor. I hope you sort that out.
There you go, like a gentleman. Eleanor, I still haven't replied to your email, but I've got about 200. There's a few. I've got so many emails to reply to. I feel like it's all falling down at the moment. Oh, his camera's not working properly, is it? You all right?
Oh, me. Sorry, no, I was just. Oh, no, sorry. The wife heard nipples, so I've just had to explain to her.
Okay, no problem. But your camera froze when you're going like this. And
right. Don't know.
Is his camera frozen, or is he just going? But it's weird. Right. Eleanor, I do hope you're all right, love. It's going. As I was saying a long time ago, I used to be able to go back to my mother's house, and then I would also have people that I can rely on. One of the things that pisses me off out here, like when my missus at her house, she didn't have a hot shower. So I said, why don't we just get you a shower installed? And it already had a shower. And I rang up the company and I said, look, my girlfriend's house has got a shower, but we can't get it working. We don't know how to turn it on, or is it wired up? And we don't want to start fucking, unscrewing leads we know nothing about. So can you install a shower? He said, yeah. He said, I'll go. And he basically arranged to go around tomorrow. And I said to my missus, he arranged to go around midday. I said, don't let him do anything until I've spoken to him. She went, yeah, all right. Anyway, I get a phone call. I said, oh, he's on his way, is she? She said, no, he's here, he's done it. And straight away, I'm like, fucking hell, I've already... So I've gone over there. He's put a brand new shower in. Oh, no, tell a lie. He's put a new the tube and shower head. And there wasn't one, in fairness. It was just the box. But it's the old box. So all he done was turned it on and put a shower head on it. $120. And I went fucking mad. And my missus, her sister, her sort of auntie, is kind of weird, and the bloke who installed it, Cambodians aren't like that. I was going, you're fucking joking. I lifted up because we got the new shower that was in a box, but it weren't needed. I said, we don't need it. You know it's not needed because it's there. I said, 120 quid for a fucking shower head. And the bloke who installed it was just going, oh, and you know, at this point, I just left bothering to try and communicate. I was talking to myself. I was going, we can stand there looking like a fucking mental patient, but you've just robbed me for about £105. And girlfriend got all angry with me. She's going, no, don't. You know, he doesn't get paid a lot. I was going, yeah, but nor do I. 120 quid for a fucking shower head. Just a shower head and a tube. And she was like, yeah, but we've got the other one. Oh, yeah, two showers. Yeah, that's handy. But in England, I grew up and I had a good community of people. I had people I could call on for all sorts of favours. If I needed someone to do something like that, I know plenty of plumbers. If I need a carpenter, I know people. If I need something sorted out, I had a mate and he had a couple of properties and he had some squatters in there. Now, check this out. I witnessed the phone call. I was in a boozer with this bloke, and there's a phone call. And I sort of got wind of what he was talking about. I think he actually had it on loudspeaker. And he essentially said, listen, I've got squatters. And then the bloke said, don't say anything else. He said, don't say anything else. Because he knows that he wants him to get them out. And he knows that that's going to involve things that aren't the correct way of, not the correct procedures for removing people from a house. And so the geezer's turned up at the boozer, and he said to him, he said, they've been there a few months. He said, I've tried everything. Talked to the council, this has happened, blah, 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 blah. He said, they can't move them. This was going back about, 20, 25 years. I think it might have been, in those days, it might have been permitted trespassing or something like that rather than squatting. Anyway, and the bloke told him, and he said it's going to cost you 5 bags. And I thought, fucking hell, that's a lot of money to send someone around there to smash someone around the head. And that's £5,000, sorry. And the bloke's gone, yeah, sweet. Because he knows he's losing his every month's rent he's losing. And squatters don't tend to look after houses. We did. No one owned it. No one claimed it. The owner had died a long time ago. And it was a beautiful house as well. Lovely. On Old Ford Road, Bethnal Green. I told you only about 1,000 times. But, he's going to have to put new carpets in, repaint all the walls. And, anyway, this geezer he sent round there, he done a little bit of work. And he's just knocked on the door. And he's just told them where their family live and where their little nieces and nephews live. Just said to it, he went, right, you. He went, you playing poor. He went, John Abercrombie, you, John Abercrombie Smith. Your mother lives at. He just told them their addresses. And after he'd finished telling all of them their addresses, one bloke, he said, I'll help you pack, and just started throwing their stuff out the door, and they all just left. Why was I telling you that? Packer, you're ruining it for me, man.
You started on going on about your missus, and you got from a shower, electric shower.
Yeah. Right, thank you. So you did know. So the thing is, out here, I'm very alone. I haven't, I have to sort things out myself in a country where I am a guest as well. Like if I was in England and I landed on my arse and I washed up back to my mother's house, which I spent my 20s doing, I could do a little bit of work, but I'm fucked if I'm going to do that out here because I don't know how it works. I don't know what the old bill like with it. I don't know the markets and all that sort of thing. But I don't want to end up back in England. I don't want to go there. I'm sorry. I've got a life here. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, but wait,
you could get a job at one of them, that posh gin joint. You look spot on there when you whistle.
I can't work for other people. I just can't do it. It's just not in my nature. But I would what I would do is set up a commercial YouTube, channel. I'd do something less niche than absolute nonsense, and regularly upload and get someone to do my thumbnails professionally and all that lark. But it is frightening. It is frightening when you're looking at your business and looking forward, and the market's changing, the landscape's changing. And you're looking at your revenue, and you've done this, you've done that, you've done all the usual things, and it's like, if this carries on in this direction, it could be over in a year. I've been there. This is part of running a business. Don't get me wrong. This isn't like, but it does make me a bit skittish because I don't want to have to. I quite like running a business. Oi, do me a favor, Scrubs. Let me know in the chat. This is just so I can get an idea. Let me know between 1 and 10, with 1 being not really and 10 being for sure. Have you noticed? I mean, I'm sure, of course, not all of you will have, but have you noticed personally that your industry, even if you're not the boss, even if you work somewhere, have you noticed that the markets aren't performing so well? People aren't consuming as much. People aren't buying so much. The internet's pointless for this kind of stuff because the way the internet's broken. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. The internet's broken because people just want clicks. You can click online and it's like, yeah, the cost of living crisis is getting worse. And then the very same platform has published an article on the same day talking about how the cost of living crisis is over. And it's just like, oh, fucking hell, how am I meant to get any knowledge here? So this is interesting. Look at them coming straight in. Anglo, I just see that zoom up there. I'll just have a look at these numbers and I'll get back to you. Oh, we'll do with Brad though. What would the fate of someone that looked like John Coffey be in the Deep South in America in 1824? I don't know. Big lad, wouldn't he? Probably end up a street fighter, I reckon. Or maybe be in prison. Like in the movie I went, Brad, this is confusing. You're doing it to me deliberately. Basil says, hang on. Hello, Marzipan. Did you see what I reckon that dog is an American bully? That's a real name for, well, you probably know this. You know your dogs. It's a real name for an acknowledged breed, an American bully. I can't say for sure. He says, typical, it's pack walk time. Hopefully be back before it gets good. Usually 1 hour of waffling wanker. Thank you, Ian. Basil says working for other people is a pain in the ass. The thing is, Basil, I know people who say the same with conviction the other way around. Running a business is a pain in the ass. They don't want it. They want to know when work starts. They want to know when work stops. And when work stops, they're done. I never have that. I'm 24 hours. Like I literally finished work. I'd already had the thumbnail done because I'd done that yesterday. I was going to stream yesterday, but I decided I had to do something else instead. I went out and bought a durian. So I just finished work doing this stream. Then I'm going to lift some weights and then I'm going to do some writing. But in between all of that, messages will be coming through and there'll be things I have to do with work. And some people don't want to do that. So, there are, there's different people. Horses for courses, Packer, I think is the...
Yeah, I'm the opposite of you. I can't stand running other people. I hate it. I hate people. I hate being in charge of people. They're awful. I like things.
It's difficult
because
you have to tell people that you're going to cut their wages, you're going to cut their time, or this perk is going to stop. And, you've built relationships with these people and they're sort of like, you've really affected my life in a significant way. And you're sort of like, okay. Oh, and by the way, can you get a spreadsheet together? And they're going to be up like...
Yeah, crack on.
Yeah. John says, tell me about it. So that's an agreement. Anglo, nice one. For some implants, become a lady boy to make ends meet. I dipped my finger in the sex work business and it weren't for me. It weren't for me. Maybe if I weren't rattling, it wouldn't have been quite so bad, but I'll put it in me. I'll tell you what, yesterday I had to go to a mini mart, as I just said earlier. Instead of streaming, I went out and bought a durian. But I thought, why not go to that area and buy it? Because there's plenty of nice things to look at up there. And I hear this voice go, "You want me suck cocky?" And I thought, what the fuck? And I've turned around expecting to see like, just some lady boy, just like really massive head and like a anorexic body in women's clothes. I went, "Hey, you want me suck cocky?" I outright said, "Listen, it's a no, but that you ain't gonna get much business like that." And it went for me, like went like that, like a bloke would, yeah, but not like that though, like that sort of. Like went, oh, and I backed off. I was like, "Oh fucking hell." All right. Yeah. Anyway, nice one, Anglo. Machano could pronounce it too. Baz says, me neither, but I don't have the courage or maybe the skill right now. What for? Tell me what for. T says it's not as bad as working for the wife. Is that a lyric in the Auf Wiedersehen pet song? Packer, if you see funny comments in the chat, let me know, because I often see you giggling and I think, well, I didn't say anything at all humorous. So if you do, let me know.
I will do.
Jess says, no, I import shite from China. We never get enough of it. Oh, so you've got a supply issue. That's interesting. Apparently, China's in real trouble. I mean, the whole world is, apparently. I've got friends out in China, and they're like, it is just a veneer at the moment. It's just, but I'm a little bit, I don't want to piss on my doorstep, so to speak. So, yay, China. Oh, Eleanor says, thank you so much, everyone. I needed a good tweak. You're all right. You had 89 people sucking on your emotional nipples. It was the weirdest orgy I've ever not been to. JD's on an 8.8. Glass is on 8. Let the boy watch. Packer, recognise the name?
No.
Oh, you knew it. Only so that everyone will say hello to you if you are. But nice one for joining in. Nice one for giving it a go. It's kind of like this. We'll get people on for a chat in a bit. That bloke there, he hasn't really said anything. He carries on not really saying much as well. It's all right.
Okay, right on like
that. Ludwig, he's talking to Jess. Hello, Ralph. Yeah, so I think I think people are really noticing it. It makes me feel a little bit better. Plastic African says, you are a people, we are all people. It's like a song from the 80s, isn't it? Lean on me, we are all people, you are a you are a person. Oh, what 80s song did I hear yesterday? It was so gay. I'll tell you what, if you go back to the early 80s, look at a load of pop hits from the early 80s. I mean, obviously
Depeche Mode started
out
really gay.
Yeah, not though. I met him and his missus. She's beautiful. But yeah, it's all very camp, isn't it? Like,
oh God, yeah.
Wham, obviously being the perfect example. You know, dear mama, dear papa, I am 19, as you see. I'm handsome, tall, and strong. I remember me and my mates were listening to that, and we were in a tent. And one of the kids went, I'm handsome. And then he pointed to the tall kid. He went, you're tall. And like, I was like, he went, so you're strong. And I was like, I don't know why you got to choose who's who. But, you know, everyone thought they were proper sort of like lads around town, weren't they? The video club, that's a tune though, isn't it? Club Tropicana, drinks are free. What a song though. Just like a great night out, swimming pool, birds in their underwear, all that. I tell you what, put any woman, not any, you know what I mean, in a bikini in a pair of heels, I'm tripping over myself just to smell her. I just to go up to her and go, and I won't be happy until she's frightened. We are all people. You are all people. What else have we got on here? Toffee says, I'm a bit of a control thinker. I don't take orders from people well. I couldn't work for someone else. Yeah. I mean, I've got a bit of that controlling in me, so it's probably connected. Did I thank you for that, Anglo? I am now. Glass has dropped an Ayrton Senna. Thank you, Glass. Did you read the description, by the way, to this video, Emma, that everyone's reading now? I don't know if you did. Emma says this. I'll do it in her voice. I saw Packer's face laughing before I started. Right. Let's do it again. Let's be reasonable. Right, I'll do it in Emma's voice. Oh. Right, sorry. Let's just calm down a bit. Mature. Right, Emma. I really hope that one day you can write full time and make decent money. Oh, that's lovely. Me too. That's the dream, isn't it? I wouldn't even want to earn a lot of money, just enough to eat and have somewhere to live. I'd be happy, and a computer and some nice shoes, you know, and lobster and that at the weekend. And hang on. You deserve to. I read your latest Substack short earlier today. Absolutely loved it. I liked and left a comment. Emma, that's lovely. Do you know what a Substack is, Packer?
I do, yes. It's a writing platform where you can share stories. You can monetize it, but the best don't.
No, the best don't, but they do have a tip jar on there. Buy me a green mile. If you are new here, and I know there's one new person here, which is one more than any other night, it's the top link in the description. I think there's about 32 stories over there. The one Ms. Glass, that's not as sexy as Miss Glass, is it? Ms. Like desexualizes a woman, doesn't it? Ms. Ooh, in a way, Ms was the first of the preferred pronouns, wasn't it? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was, I don't want to identify whether I'm married or not. Well, just don't talk to me then. Don't make me use your encrypted language. Hello, Miss Jones. It's Ms. Jones. No. Well, in that case, my name's Chris.
Aurora shebang.
Yeah, right at the front. He had, I like to party. Yeah, good, well identified, Packer. It's shebangs, though, by the way, plural. She likes to get around a bit while partying. That's lovely. What a lovely comment, Emma. Thank you for the donation as well. I'm glad you like that story. It gave me problems. I won't go into it because I indulge and I'll start talking. Well, when I write, but weirdly, I had an end, and if I'm writing, what is fiction, and like, let's just stop that right there. Thank you, Emma. That's very kind, and I hope you're well. It really is kind. Right, I think I've done all of those. Packer, should we? I mean, that's 36 minutes. Should we see if anyone wants to come in?
Go on.
I know, John. It's mad, isn't it? I mean, with all the previous examples, including the Chinese one, weirdly enough, you'd think they'd have learned. I was just wondering about Jess's supply issue. It's not. I just mean we're always in business, but there's space issues out of Ningbo for empty containers for exports. But there's space issues out of Ningbo. Where's Ningbo? What's that? Guangdong down Shenzhen. I don't know Ningbo. I don't do any of that purchasing lark anyway. I'm too busy running around pulling what's left of my hair out, thinking it's all going to collapse by morning. But so hang on. What's that? What's the point? There's not enough. There's not enough. They're not sending enough container vessels out, or there's not enough stuff to put on them, so they're sitting in dock. I mean, it's a deathly boring conversation, but I'm quite interested to find out what. And Stacks on the firm. Mouse Cat says, "Why does every salesperson begging for my business keep telling me it's booming?" yeah, amazing, and it's just not convincing, is it? Just not convincing. I've always honoured suppliers and purchasers who tell me the truth. As soon as I smell deception, I just think further down the road, what are something web we weave when we whatever to deceive. Lars, are you here? What's that quote?
When at first we practice to deceive, is it?
Yeah, but what's the first?
Practice to deceive.
What's the first line?
What a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive.
That was like a tongue twister for you, wasn't it? But you did know the quote though, which was more than I did. Look at this. Look at these cheeky. Look, I'm new. Yeah. People, say hello to Azdak and John. They obviously need
Welcome, John.
Franklin's on the firm. I work on a fruit farm. Bad year so far. Constant grey skies. It feels like everyone's writing song lyrics today. I work on a fruit farm. Bad year so far. Constant grey skies. Dun, 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 dun. I work in the morning and my friend says you got blacker eyes. I can't drink my pop pop. Baz says entrepreneurship. Funny, I was more savvy back in the day. I don't know what that means. There you go. Anglo has done what needs doing. Plastic African has suggested that something is so gay. There you go. They do have big heads, though. You know, so you can starve yourself to death to, and the Southeast Asian sort of genes do lend themselves to a sort of a feminine, a sort of feminine body. They're not very curvy. But they look like golf clubs. Massive beach ball walking around on top. I'm sure there'll come a time when they can shrink their living heads. And that will happen, by the way, people. If you can think of it, so can someone else. And if someone else can, then that's 2. That's 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 10,028. Something keeps making a noise up there and it worries me because there's been Tokai geckos around here lately. One's living in my anal canal. Absolutely.
Got a massive head, so I'll put that to him. If he can't find work when he's 16, we'll get him a ticket to
And
Asia.
what your young lad has got a massive head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he's 11.
He's at the massive head age. He's at the massive head age.
He's always had a massive head. I've got massive. He's 11, and this is his hat that he bought the other day.
You look quite good in that. You look quite good in that, I think.
I suit a hat, I've been told by old ladies.
Does the hat suit you, or do you suit a hat? I suppose you can use both, can't you?
She said now.
Oh, an old lady said you suit a hat.
Not Anne, more than one. I do work. I have worked in nursing homes for a long time now.
I was just thinking, actually, you strolled through work.
Say something to me. It's probably could be an old person.
There you go. Jess loves the mode. Well, listen to this, Jessica. It's a very tenuous and, well, worse than tenuous, actually, petty claim to Depeche Mode fame. Well, I met them, but that wasn't of when I done a gig once. The cabinets were used, the speaker cabinets. Look at old Packer. You stick with it, mate. Is that what your boy dresses like?
Yeah, these are his glasses as well. This is how he goes. He don't go out often.
It's like when you're 11 and you think you're absolutely rocking it with your style. And when he's 24, he's going to look at that photo and go, fucking hell, man. But like when he's upstairs in the mirror, I bet he's thinking, yeah, man, like Goodfellas or something. You looking at me? You looking at me? Isn't it weird? Is he there? He's not in that room there now, is he?
No, he's upstairs in his bedroom.
What's it like knowing that he does things that young boys do? I don't mean those sorts of things, but I mean things like looking in the mirror and sort of trying to act hard. We all done it. There's you must know at some point he's been up there in his mirror going.
He doesn't have a mirror in his bedroom, but obviously he does spend time in the bathroom. And I hadn't actually even
mirror in the bathroom.
I'd come and look and see. I hadn't even given him any consideration.
Is that the next lyric? Is that the next lyric?
I think it's look and see, yeah. The door is locked, just you and me.
Amazing.
Going to take you to a restaurant. The drinks are free.
All of those lyrics of that song. I only know mirror in the bathroom.
Glass tables you can watch yourself eating.
Who's the band? Is it the Beat or something like that?
Beat, yeah.
It is the Beat. Well, I'm glad I knew that much. I'm starting to dislike you, Packer. You know too many things that at one time I didn't think you did. Do you do well at general knowledge quizzes?
No.
Thanks. Good. That we're back to Mousecat. Older Simon Le Bon was at a Maidstone art school party, and we stole his leather jacket. I've sold a lot of famous people's coats actually over the years. I mean, if they're going to leave them laying about, they might as well have just given it to me. Yeah, the Smiths. You know what? Weirdly, just before this stream, I was listening to So Please, Please, Please Let Me. Oh, I think I'm confused. I think I sung one song in the melody of the other. Lord knows it will be the first time. Oh, what's that? Good times for a change. Ding, 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 ding. La, the life I've had. I don't think the lyrics are la, the life I've had, but I'm going to get through it. The life I've had could make a good man bad. So please, no, you know the song, but not by the Smiths. It was I'm going to play you a bit. I'm going to see if anyone can guess. This is an interesting little quiz. It will be a little bit as well because I don't want to get a copyright strike. It won't be a copyright strike. It will be a content match. Oh, I've got to show you that first. Are you not into golf? I'm not either. I think I will be one day. I can see that in my 60s. Emma, by the way, Emma Glass, that was lovely what you said about you hope that one day I can write full time. My 7-year novel would have been done in 2 years. But in a way, having 7 years has probably made it better in a certain way. But by the end of this year, I'll have 4 separate books to start flogging. So not 4 novels, but 2 collections of shorts, a collection of letters to my dead father, and my novel. Oh, I've got the name for my novel, people. I've got it. I'm sticking with it. I've got it. It's gone to the designers. So, and I'm not telling you what it is. It's none of the ones we went through.
And I'm not telling you what it is.
Yeah, well,
Dick.
It was weird, wasn't it? I thought you were laughing at something else then. I've got the name for my novel. I'm not telling you what it is, though. But listen, I'm not into golf. Look at that. Ludwig, when he was a stoner, liked golf. What, watching it or playing it? I think golf is the most ridiculous spectator sport ever. Namely, because you can't see it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It just disappears into the sky.
Yeah. And
if you're standing somewhere near where it lands, you didn't see him hit it. And if you stand near where he hit it, you don't see it land.
Sorry, I just had something in my ear. Yeah. However, let me see if I can potentially change some minds about golf as a spectator sport. Have a look at this. Hang on. Oh, this fucking software is niche. Right, check this out. We have to lose the audio because I'll get a copyright match. What do you reckon?
Well, you could apply that to any sport, more or less, couldn't you? I mean, it is an improvement. I'm not going to say it's an improvement, but you know,
what's that saying? Golf is a good walk sport. Sport. Yeah. That ain't no, is it? That's a good walk made amazing.
Yeah.
I would approach her and say, you know how beautiful you are and elegant. Isn't it a bit sad that your husband has led you to this life? And let's be honest, you're only playing golf because he's playing.
And she'd say, you want suck cock?
It's a callback from Packer, people. It's a callback from Packer. Hello, Emma. Oh, that's Al. I was coming to you next. Hello, Emma. Nice to see you all well. Hello, Al. I was going to go for something like that, Mouse Cat, before Packer beat me to it. I'd show her my sandwich. Hello, Jeff. Jeff, have fun, y'all. I'm out for... Jeff, was it you?
Have you seen what Billy's put? I hadn't thought of it, but he's spot on.
Right. Jeff is going to use you like his own Carl Pilkington, and let's that. Don't let Billy think he can use you. Yeah, see how I've turned that round? I mean, feel free. Feel free to, you can be best friends with Billy if you want. Bill, have you got a best mate? Everyone knows. John says that big deals are made on a golf course are only in the movies. Come on, I don't think they are. They might be. One might have been, or 2, or maybe 10,000. So I suppose you're right. Yeah, I'll take that back. Right, let's open this up. We might get the blogs to come on. Oh, look, he's laughing. He takes it all good. Look, he even sent you an encrypted message, Packer. Nice to have 100 people in. Hello, Livy. Thank you very much. Don't forget, people, keep the grift going. I'll go all night. That's how skint I am. This is how it works. One day I'm going to do the never-ending stream where I'm just going to stream. And as long as there's a certain ratio of cash coming in, I'll stay here. I'll have to prepare some food. I'll have to get some kind of one of those old people. Packer, can you get me one of those old people seats from work that's got a toilet built in?
Yep, you want wheels on it.
Is that a commode?
Yeah, but you can have them with wheels or wheels with brakes or just with feet. What do you want?
What, old ladies' feet?
Yeah. What kind of Firmage would you like on the seat?
4 old ladies' feet. That's what it stands on.
Like rubber feet, like you get on bottom of walking sticks.
Rubber old ladies' feet. You know where they used to come from? They were the feet that used to be on the bum fanny, but when they decided to chop the knees out, they had nothing to do with them, so they stuck them on the bottom of commodes. I don't want one with wheels, no, but I'm thinking the problem might be that when I'm sort of doing that, I'll be sort of talking and then I'll be going, yeah, so anyway. And then carry on, and it'll be. I don't know about live plop. I don't know about.
It's the farts you got to look out for, because you're basically farting into a bowl, which is going to amplify it somewhat.
Yeah, the echo factor. I might have to. I think people will be all right for the odd plot break. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. The Infinity Stream. Hang on, I've got to play a tune. I'm going to play that other one in a minute, but I might. This is worth the risk. This is one of my favourite songs ever, and you probably wouldn't have thought that. I really love this, and for the musicians, there's no. Right, hang on. Let me. La 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 la. Right. What I like about this song is, and I used to hear. Thank you, Anglo. Very kind. You're a very generous donator to this stream. Was there more there? Did I miss more, or did you? No, that's it. Yeah, until I can't stream any longer. How long? Seriously, people, how long do you reckon a 52-year-old man with my level of health and fitness could actually go for? Packer, what do you reckon? How long could I stream for? Seriously, if you had to
stay awake, isn't it? Basically,
I reckon I could stay awake for 3 or 4 days. I wouldn't be using any.
Your voice would let you down.
Nodules I would need to get guests on to cover the. So
and you've got the migraine issue that might rear its ugly head.
Oh, you're making me out to be a right old fucking broken old man. Yeah, well, you got your migraines. Don't forget, you got your nodules.
Yeah. Other than that, you're probably cool, mate.
What I reckon I'll do. What I reckon I'd do is I would name I'd say I'll do, and then I'll name it, say something like 79 hours. And I'd say I'd do, I'd ask for people to give me their word that if I hit that, then they donate. There's not donations on the way, but if I hit that. So if I do 2.5 days and then just go, I can't fucking keep this up, I've got to go, then I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what I really like about this tune is the mixing. Now, I used to hear musicians say things like, the production of that tune is amazing. And I'd get sort of a little bit angry because I didn't know what they were talking about. And I'd think, what don't I know about the production of a tune? And then obviously I got, I wasn't 6 anymore. And I found out what it is. But when you'll hear it. I'm going to risk this, people. Now, I know everyone here has been in this stream every other time, but if I do get yeeted, stay here, make a cup of tea or something, 3 minutes, the stream starts again here. But it's worth it because when it kicks in, it's beautiful. And the female vocal is fucking banging, man. Right.
It's Evanescence, isn't it?
It's not. That's a cracking. Another callback. Another callback. I can't stand that. Wake up. You can't say wake up like that aggressively and wake up. You know, you only who would I don't know. I don't like it. You'd only ever say that to someone who owed you money and they were in a coma. Wake up. But yeah. What's the thing? Up inside, wake up. And it was fucking everywhere. You couldn't get away from it. Anyway, hopefully I won't get yeeted before the good bit kicks in. And it's like there's about 20 guitars. I'm serious. I think they've mixed about 20 guitars. Seriously. This is the song. Hang on. Oh fuck. Hang on. Well, the song is called Infinity Guitars. The band is called Sleigh Bells. Anyone know it? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair if it was narcotics fueled. I'd do a few weeks, but then I'd have to spend the money on the crack, and you know, every 5 seconds going, and then mate, I'd have no filter. Oh God, it would be awful. It would be shocking. Anyway, check this out: Infinity Guitars by Sleigh Bells, and it's an absolute corker. Bill, get your set sorted out. You're coming on in a minute. Right, if I do get yeeted, people, see you in 3 minutes. I'm muting myself. Check it. Here we go. Anglo actor. Yeah, I'll check it out. I can't believe. Did I get away with it? Are we still here? Are we still here? I got away with about
so
2.5 minutes. She's hot as fuck, that bird as well. I forgot how absolutely sensual she was. But did you hear the first 2 words? Dead whores.
Oh, I thought she said horse.
No. It might be actually. Hang on. It might be. Let's check. I've always sung it as dead whores because I prefer it.
I doubt I'm right.
It's deaf chords. Oh no, dumb whores. She does say dumb whores. Dumb whores, best friends, infinity guitars, give head. John Palmer thought it was a horse as well. I don't know, Anglo. I really don't know. Do you remember when there was the Finder's Crispy Pancakes dead horse meat scandal? Fucking hell, the amount of no meat you got in those things, I'd be glad to get a bit of actual animal in them. Remember, my mum used to put them on the plate, like those little like little orange sort of crispy thing. You'd chop into it and you'd think like it was all going to flood out, and it just wouldn't. And then you'd open it up and it was it's just the outside of something. Mom,
go in the bottom and then a big bubble of air.
That's it. And did they advertise them as frozen crispy pancakes? They bragged that they were frozen. Finder's frozen crispy pancakes. No, they were crispy, but Mum, where's the food? It's just the other bit. Sprinkle. How do you make Finder's crispy pancakes? Sprinkle breadcrumbs. That's it. I did change that slightly, Jess. I'll tell you what the lyrics are, people. It's deaf chords, dead ends, sling set, can't meet their demands, dumb whores, best friends, infinity guitars, go head. Street wars, straight men, cowboys, Indians, red souls, red friends, infinity guitars, go head. And then that sort of just keeps going round and round. But did you hear it when it went? Oh, what a tune. Now, we will get a guest on, don't worry. Not that you don't count as a guest, Parker, but, you know. You don't. Bill's got to go very soon.
I don't know how I count as even here, really.
Sorry, my friend?
I don't really count as even here most of the time.
That's the beauty of it, mate. Trust me, I done a 3-hour stream the other day and I could have really done with you. Sorry
about that. I was a bit busy.
You don't have to apologise, for fuck's sake. But I thought I'll do a 3-hour stream because I hadn't streamed for a while. And it was the one stream that you weren't available. And I was like, oh, man. It makes a lot of difference. Has Bill actually gone? Or people just, I have to go in a bit. Everyone's like giving it the shut the door on the way out treatment to it.
Okay, look at the door at you.
Marzipan's back. He took the pack out. What was that? Were they American Bulldogs? Was it an American Bulldog? I've got to show you this as well. Is this AI? Or is it just an excuse for me to show this bit of footage? I can't work out whether it's AI. I've watched it about 100 times trying to work it out, but
shit.
You tell me. I'll turn that off because it's not worth hearing. Fucking hell. I don't know why they're bothering. You know what? I'm not taking this away from Western women. Society took it away from Western women. But Asian women are so proud of their femininity. And I know a lot of Western women are. But you've really got to work hard as a Western woman to, you know, all that indoctrination. Don't be feminine. Don't be a woman. It's bullshit, man. Work with your strengths. It drives me mad. Well, I don't know if it was just that, but, you know. Right, listen, this song, I get so easily distracted. Have you noticed?
Not by the Smiths, that one.
Yeah, well, it's not. Is that what you said? Not by the Smiths.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a cover. But I'll be interested if someone can work out who it actually is. Hang on. Right. Here we go. It's live. Hopefully there's not an introduction to it. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to let you see it. Ah.
Huh?
What I mean is, if you see it, you'll know who it is. I'm just thinking maybe I think. You hear that?
No.
You can't hear that?
No.
Where the hell is that coming from?
Well, your sound is now muffled, like your mic is cutting something else out.
All right, I've got it. Apologies, people. A slight technical problem there. I think I might be able to cover it up with the old Paint Shop Pro. Let's see if that'll work. Right. So, how do you do this? I bet 42 knows. He's not here to help, is he? Hello, Mark.
If only it was playing the video without the sound, because you're an absolute master of that. You'd have been all right.
Right, hang on. Right, I know how to do it. I get it playing. Right, play it. Then I share it quickly. Share screen. And then I quickly play that. And then I share. And then I quickly put that up. And quickly go like that. It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Oh, what a terrible shame. I'm just playing a bit of music. But check this out. It's quite interesting. Hello, 42. Hello, Crow. Good call, JD as well. Hang on a minute. Mark, do you know who this is? Pound Shop Oasis. You could flip the other way, mate. You ask Oasis who inspired them. Yeah. But that's fair enough if you don't know. I did play it because it's a bit odd. Hello, Rex.
Good times for a change. See the life I've had can make a good man turn bad. So please, 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 let me get what I want. Lord knows it will be the first time.
Amazing. So for anyone who doesn't know, that's Johnny Marr, who wrote that song with Morrissey in the Smiths. But has anyone here read Morrissey's autobiography? It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant until it gets onto the bit about Johnny Marr and the court cases, because it was just like, But up until then, you'd think he'd been writing all his life, which he has. He's a writer, really, isn't he? He's a songwriter. But I was blown away by it. I thought it would be another sort of celebrity. Yeah, then we got a gig here. But he talks about school, and a lot of his songs are about his horrible time. Can you imagine Mozart at school? Terrible. But yeah, if you're a Smiths fan, just search Johnny Marr, please, please let me get what I want. And it is fucking lovely. You know what I was thinking? Because I wanted to play it. When I heard that earlier, I wanted to play it. And I thought, isn't it a shame that you just can't play music on live streams? Why not? That's on YouTube.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
So, yeah, someone watching this could now just go and watch that. So what's the difference? I don't get it.
Well, you just now you saying, imagine Morrissey at school made me chuckle to myself because there was about 6 lads in my year that were trying their fucking hardest to be Morrissey.
yeah. Do you remember when he was on Top of the Pops when no one knew who he was and he'd done This Charming Man with his gladioli or whatever they are? Yeah. I remember my mum and dad were going, well, my old man was like, what the fuck is this? And you're going, and I remember thinking, fucking Top of the Pops was brilliant, wasn't it? You just didn't know what you were going to get every week. And this week's number 1 is SUBSTACK with Love Missile F111. And you're like, what? Incredible. It was a mixture of music.
Shoot it up.
We're having a bit of it right now. It's been on this channel twice before.
I need a wee. This is a real shame, isn't it?
You know the song. You know how it goes. There's a right salt in it as well, though. I keep trying to pause it on her. So for people who don't know, and I think most of you do, in the early 80s, nearly every cultural item was about the Cold War. You know, I could probably name, well, I will. SUBSTACK, this song, Love Missile F111, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Enola Gay. That was the name of the aeroplane that dropped the first atomic bomb on Japan. Nana, is it? 99 Red Balloons. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, 2 Tribes. It was just all like Cold War songs and books and TV programs. We don't need to talk about The Day After, Threads, all that lot. And a whole chapter of my novel. It's snide marketing. But the beauty of Top of the Pops, and I'm preaching to a lot of the converted, no doubt, you know, you just wouldn't know what it was going to be. And I think this went to number 1, and that was a big deal because in the early 80s there wasn't like the dance chart and the indie chart and the hip hop chart and the rock chart. There was just the charts. And so whatever song was at number 1 had actually sold more records, little 7-inch vinyl, than all the others, which was peculiar. Now, when you think of it now, it works nothing like that. But you're sitting there with your I've saved it for you, Packer. I've been just gabbing while you were having a piss. And, you know, Ed, come on, Kid Jensen. Okay, well, it's come to that time. And Britain's number 1. It's SUBSTACK, Love Missile F111. And I'm going to play you the video rather than them live, because the video, it's almost like if you got a big mince, like, you know, to mince meat and put the 80s in it, this video is what comes out the other end. I'll try not, I've been pushing, I think the whole of YouTube headquarters is now watching this stream and sitting there going, if he plays 1 more second of music, of copywritten music, we're going to yeet him. But check out this tune. And I mean it. This isn't just nostalgia. There you go. Look, 42. He knows he's dropping lyrics. He's dropping his own bombs. US bombs going overhead. Shoot it up. Shoot it up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Look, is that what it is? I used to think that was it. I always thought, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm saying you're right. I thought it was Here Comes My Little Rocket Red. But I was like 11. But is it in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or are you just saying that's what you get if you put the 80s in a mince machine? Because I'll give you that as well. Right, here we go.
Can you help me ask that? Do you know what you just said about Susanna Hoffs?
Yeah, she's an absolute
singer from the
Yeah,
Stillwood. Have you seen it lately? Stillwood. Hot at 60.
Hot at 60.
Yeah. Anyway, carry on. I play Zig Zig.
I'll see someone who's hot at 60. Oh, it's fucking Linda Lusardi. Like, I mean, I can't. I've always got a bit of a chip on my shoulder when she finally turned round in Dartford town centre and come up to me really stroppy, got one of her pre-signed photos out of her bag and said, "Will you stop following me around?" and sort of shoved it in her face. Yeah. I've been tailing her for about 3 hours. Just a little boner on the go. And the mad thing is, it was only about 13 years later I was doing the same with Joe Guest at TFI Friday. Here we go. Let's check it out, because I have been talking about it for a while. I think I've got a hair that's grown out of my nose, but it's about 2 inches long and it's grown during this stream. Here we go, people. I'll try and play, I don't know. It's a cracking song. Here we go, people. I'm renaming it The 80s. I'll get rid of me and Packer for a bit because it's a cracking video.
It's a test. It's a test.
The US bombs cruising overhead. There goes my little rotten bread. Shoot it up. Shoot it up.
Let me tell you about my mother. Let me tell you about my mother. Let me tell you about my mother.
Multi-million still unfair.
I'll tell you what, when that finished, my old man was just like, he was just in a trance.
Yeah, my dad was about the same. He was like,
He was just going, and I just remember thinking, when's my mother getting out of that bath? I need to quickly relieve myself, because I'll tell you what, there's some absolute salts in there. It's a shame it's, oh God, that's the one that done me. She looks like Diana Dawes. I mean, look, I am admitting a bit too much here, but I got this on pause when I was about 11 years old, and I just, that face is so familiar to me. Just like, yeah. I think that's why I bought it.
I had it.
Did you what that?
No. No, the single. I bought it.
We had it. Did you have Relax?
No, I didn't buy that. Still got a tradesman's bike, a butcher's bike with a nameplate in it, and I had the Zig Zig Sputnik logo on the nameplate for a while.
Very cool, very cool. Packer's Secret Cool Life. Hello, Pipe. Good call. Amazing. Hang on, why did you have a butcher's bike?
I wanted one. Carry stuff about in it.
Good enough reason. I'll tell you what, Anglo, I like the suede head birds, you know, with a like number 2 all over, but with the long at the back and a long fringe and sides. There was this one called Angela. I caught up with her on Facebook actually a couple of years ago, and she used to wear like a black Crombie with a little red handkerchief in the pocket, Fred Perry burgundy t-shirt, and I fucking fancied the arse off her. Thankfully, I caught up with her, and I don't anymore. Yeah, Diana Dawes. It's going to be another music. It's going to be more music, isn't it? Because when you're talking 80s songs and you're talking Diana Dawes, there's only one that it's got to be. Can anyone call it? while I'm looking for it. 80s songs.
Just the dance goes something like this.
It fucking does go exactly like that. Yeah. Amazing. Packer's Secret Cool Life. Oh, yeah. I loved this, man. Mum, there's a fancy dress party. Can I please go as... When I met him, though, I'd done a gig round at Sadie Frost's house, and he was there, and he had the fake long hair hat. Really? I caught him. I went out into the... After the gig, I went out into the hallway, and he was, like, putting his coat on and that, and he took his hat off, and he just, like, had, like, long hair around the back, but bald as a coot on top, and he just had this sort of beret that was on a tilt with fake hair. And I just thought, just give it up, man. You were Adam Ant. You were Adam Ant. You won. You won, you know. I've got to say, though, Dawes is carrying a little bit of weight, if I remember rightly. But what a tune, though. Do you remember how it starts? Brang dang dang dang, brang dang dang dang. Don't you ever something forgetting all your standards. Oh, it's amazing.
I've got the best of Adam Ant somewhere on CD.
I haven't. I got
all
rid of
tunes on it.
I had all of them. I had Dirk Wears White Socks, which is the first album that not many people know about. Thank you. The not so secret cool life of Christopher Stewart Dangerfield. And then I had Kings of the Wild Frontier, which is the best album for sure. But Prince Charming, the single, let's give it a quick yeeting. I'm sure I've got to get done in a minute. I can't believe I'm getting away from it. I'm going to get an email after this. Your video cannot be monetized because there's 40 clips on it. Just check this out, people. If you
play all of Sergeant Pepper or something.
Pardon?
Play all of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Just to
be honest with you, I couldn't handle listening. I'm not really. He certainly is. Stuart Goddard, I think. I certainly am, Cranky. Oi, Cranky, I'm streaming with Lady Locks tomorrow. Oi, Scrubs, do us a favour, like this stream, can you? Because I always forget to ask you. Look at Latas trying to take from me. He's always taking. Won't let me have it. Just won't let me have it. No one did round mine, but you're a lot older than me, aren't you? You certainly look it. So, you know, I'd imagine maybe you won that one. Right, here we go. A little bit of Prince Charming. And again, it's so the 80s. I warn you now, I would still tap Dawes in this, but she is carrying for sure. She looks like she's carrying triplets, to be honest with you. Here we go, but still a very sensual lady. Oh, balls. I don't know if I've got the audio sorted. 42. You know, I was talking about you the other day because you probably know. Why is it all so small in the middle of my screen now? It used to, like me and Packer used to be massive. All the little things you know, the little selections. But now it's about, honestly, it's about that big. And then when I press a button, it goes to the nude look, which I don't want. But that's a bit bigger, but I don't. Anyway, maybe I should talk to you about it when I'm not streaming. Here we go, personnel. Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming, the title track from the album. Right, I see a few super chats come in. Thank you very much. I'll refresh Entropy, although I think Bill's left. Bless him for using Entropy. Okay. But after a bit of this, I'll go through those super chats and we'll get a guest on. How about that? Here we go. Right, that ain't me. It is a very low recording. Sorry about that. But I've just realised that it's very quiet. yeeting issue. I'm going to get it past. It's based on Cinderella, but they've done like a, dare I say, a gender swap. But we'll get it to the change because that's the best bit. So is where I think the ugly sisters are being nasty to Adamant, and I think this is where it's about to go. Hang on, 42 says, you know the little arrow you click to give your more screen options? You need to click that. I'll call in and explain. No, I've done that. All right, when you call in, no, I'll tell you what, I think that's a bit boring for everyone else. Sorry, without Anglo, but it's very cool. There you go. And what a tune as well, though. Rang, dang, dang. What's his name? Marco Peroni or something, wasn't it? The bass player?
Yeah, it's Marco, Merrick,
Terry Lee, Gary Tibbs, and yours truly.
Yours truly.
You know it. I know how you know that. What's that from? And in the naughty north and in the sexy south, where I was singing, I got the mouth. You know, you thought you could name them all, and I wouldn't know that you knew it from that song. That's what I do to people.
I didn't think that.
Did you not?
Oh, I didn't think that you wouldn't know. Knew it from the song.
Oh, okay then.
I
Be quiet. Did you see it? Duk, 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 duk. Oh, that brings back some memories. I think some of those birds dancing in that video were, what was that? Who was that dancing outfit? They didn't sing songs, they just danced on top of the pops. Not Pam's People. That was 70s.
Legs and Co.
No, that was 70s. It was later than that. They were a bit saucy. Hot Gossip.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Ludwig wants to know whether Doris Day played Ruth Ellis, the last woman in England to be hung. It's a different. I don't know. Look, Lartus knew it. Look, they were hot as fuck, though, man. It was ridiculous. And again, you'll get that on sort of like prime time Saturday night, 7 o'clock. And we've got the band can't be with us, unfortunately, but we've got Hot Gossip. It's just women in their underwear. Yeah, really good. Yeah. But you can't do anything. Hang on, look, we will get a guest on, but this might actually be. Oh, damn, man. This is the better tune. Hang on. I'm not so taken by Adam's performance in this, but the outfits are fucking amazing. And the tune. Don't forget that Adam and the Ants had 2 drummers, which is why you get that incredibly full drum sound. Here we go. Well, everyone who's rough, anyone here who's 45 or above, as soon as I hear it go, oh no, it's not.
I already know what it is. I wore this out.
Yeah, amazing. Here we go. Let me know you can hear it. Oh, fuck it. I'll make sure you can hear it by getting it right. Present arms. Here we go. Oh, fucking hell, that wasn't meant to. Right, you should check this one out, man. Amazing. I had this 7-inch steady. Come on in, Packer. What's the first line? I'm the dandy. You're too scared to mention. I'm selling.
I spend my cash on looking flashed and grabbing your attention.
The devil take your stereo and your record collection. Oh, the way you look,
you'll qualify for next year's old age pension.
Stand and deliver. Whoa, whoa, your money, your life, and then. Oh. Anyway, here's the real thing.
Stand and deliver. I'm the dandy highwayman, you're too scared to mention. I spend my cash on looking flash and grabbing your attention. The devil sent your stereo and your record collection. The way you look, you'll qualify for next year's old age pension. Stand and deliver the money of your life. Oh. Try to be right, oh. I'm the dandy highwayman, so sick of easy fashion. The clumsy.
Now, if you people say that I only show hot birds, I reckon a lot of the women in the audience were very much appreciating Adam Ant there. 42 reckons we both missed the first line, did we? I'm the dandy highwayman.
It's standing delivery is the first line.
Okay, fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Glass, what do you make of Adam Ant? Up your Strasser? I can't believe you've laughed at that. I've made the joke like a million times. Hang on, are you dressing up as Adam Ant on the slide?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Ridiculous, with the bins on as well. Grandpa Ant. You've done well there. Come on, put a packer in the chat for that. Look, he nearly
Can they even see me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
I'm looking at Adam Ant.
They can't. Hang on. Look what Packer done, people. Look, he made all that effort with items he had nearby. I'm so impressed. Look at that. Please sing it, please.
No.
Oh, come on. No. Please. You can't not. No, please. I beg you. Look, what you don't pretend to be a singer. No one's expecting you to hit the notes, but please, Packer, I beg you. Not all of it, just a couple of lines. I beg you. Dress like that, please. Please. Go
I'm the dandy highwayman that you're too scared to mention. I spend my cash on looking flash and grabbing your attention.
That's amazing. That was amazing. He done it. Amazing. Fair play. Oh, is that Rizzlers? Did you use cigarette paper?
It's medical tape.
You used licorice Rizzlers, didn't you?
That's medical tape.
I can't believe you, from where you're sitting, you managed to find a full outfit. Look at that. Well, hello, mate. How are you? Your old man's a hero. That was incredible.
You missed it.
Never mind. You're lucky you did as well, because you wouldn't sleep for months if you saw that. Knowing that's in the house. Right, we've got some super chats here. Right, hang on. Let's make sure I haven't missed. Where are we? Right, Anglo said, have you seen Liz Hurley lately? 50-something. Would tap. I'll tell you this, Anglo. Thanks for that.
Still winning.
Huh?
She's still winning, yeah.
Well, here's a little story. I was in the Colony Club. Thank you, Anglo. I was in the Colony Club, and there was a fella in there called Jason. He was a tailor and alcoholic, like everyone in the colony was. Very funny bloke, like, eat and lark, and he'd stand there like it was sort of like, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he could barely stand up. And Liz Hurley walks in. And she's about 6.5 foot tall. She's a fucking giant, right? But beautiful. And she walks in, and Jason turns around to her and goes, "You're late." He just looks back at the bar. It's cracking up. No one gave her any respect. But she did look beautiful. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at lovely Liz. Liz Hurley. Now. How does the computer know what now is, though? Yeah, an incredibly beautiful woman. Not my type, to be fair. She doesn't actually. I mean, obviously, I would tap, but does that make her my type or no? That's just that's just what I'm trying to say.
Breathing makes her your type.
Well, I think most men are like that, but she's not giving me butterflies. Do you know what I mean? She's an attractive lady, but she hasn't. I'd rather Diana Dawes in the shape she was in that other video, to be honest with you. There you go, people. Elizabeth Hurley. I mean, I am somewhat distracted from the boat race, which is, work to your strengths. Isn't it weird? Like, when we were kids, 50-year-old women wore Danny Macs, fucking curlers in their hair and slippers. No one would have tapped a 50-year-old woman when I was a lad. They couldn't even stand.
They were already nans, weren't they?
Yeah, there you go. And
they were just nans.
They couldn't hold their back straight. They were like all bent over from too many years of washing up and that. Look at Liz Hurley, look. If you were in a boozer and she come up to you and went, "Do you want a drink?" You'd sort of go, "Yeah." What? From your fountain? Sorry. I knew it wasn't funny before I said it. That's what made me laugh. Good call, Anglo. Mr. Fused. Read Morris's autobiography about 6 times, mate. Brilliant book. Even Liz Hurley read it. Sorry, even my gran read it and enjoyed it, but she has no idea who Morrissey is. John, serious question. Well, not that serious, but what did you think about all the stuff about Johnny Marr in court? I got bored of it, and I never went back to the book, because that happens at about the 3rd quarter of the book, doesn't it? But up until then, I was blown away, and like I said earlier, I didn't expect it. But did you get through all that court stuff, or did you sort of speed read it, so to speak? Skip read it. That's what speed reading is. Oi, listen to this. I had a mate. Hang on, Brad. I'll get back to. I know you didn't say anything, Brad, but I want to look out. I want to see what John says about the court stuff. Excuse me. That's today's Simon Thingy's moment. I can't remember. What was I talking about? After Liz Hurley. After. Oh, hang on. I'll be reminded. Oh, Morris's book. No, it's gone. I'll remember in a minute. Anyway, I just want to see if John. Hello, Skin. How are you, son? Good to see you. Do you remember that? Well, obviously you remember it. Do you remember when Wayne got caught out banging like 60-year-old brass? Amazing. She was brass, wasn't she? It wasn't like he just met her in a club. That he went for, he typed in what he wanted and he got it. Imagine getting caught out. Imagine. I mean, I wouldn't give a shit. I'll go, you should have seen the other bird. But imagine being famous, like a footballer. He'd already had his terrible, seeds planted. They hadn't got the air things right then, had they? And then it was, imagine saying to your missus, yeah, and they were in rows. It looked like someone planted
a seed tray.
That's what I'm looking. That's the line. That's why you're here. That's what you do well. Exactly that. Looked like you could. It was just a seed tray. But imagine it. What was his missus' name? That poor bird.
Colette, wasn't it?
Colette Rooney. That's it. Something like that. Colleen, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they've had all that. Wasn't she involved in that? Something on Twitter, Facebook shit that everybody got sued with some other wag.
I don't know about that. I don't follow the wags, I must admit. Although I do like them, they are sort of very they are bimbos, and they're proper. They really are though. Yeah. When they interview them, you've got like a footballer who's earning 400,000 a week, one of the most famous people in the world, and they're like, "What do you think of this season?" And they go, and I'm just going without even touching it. What were we talking? No, so Rooney, imagine him. Imagine his agent says, "Listen, when you wake up tomorrow, it's in the papers. That fucking 68-year-old brass you banged." And she's told the story. And then he's got to tell her. He's got to turn around. He's got to sit his missus down, who loves him. Go, "Hey, all right, kid, I can't remember if it's a Mank or a Liver Budley, and they're all the same to me.
When Khalid's sitting, going,
you know,
well, what's she got that I ain't? He's go, well, cataracts.
mobility scooter, get me to Old Trafford quicker.
Rolex.
But he must, but he must have actually had to tell her. I read Paul Merson's book about when he was on the front cover of The Sun, I think it was, or The Mirror, one of them, because he spunked like 200 grand in a night on gambling and boozing and cocaine. And there was a picture of him on the front of the paper. And he's and in his book, I read his book in rehab. They have books like that in rehab. So, Arsenal player, I'll read that and I'll do what he done and I'll get clean. And he said the worst bit is having to tell your wife and kids that we're going to France and pack your bags, because that's what agents tell you to do. Just get out of the country, because if you're there, you're going to have the paps on your front lawn for like a week or two. And he said, "Come, we've all got to go." And then when they got out there, he said they all started crying. He said, when you've got your family looking at you crying because you're an absolute degenerate, he said it ain't easy. I felt for him, I really felt for him. Weirdly, there's about 5 autobiographies of Arsenal players from that era, all alcoholics. What is it? Thingy Bob as well. Tony Adams was on one of that lot. I think even Lee Dixon was like on the sly. Oh, Mr. Clean, Lee Dixon. Oh, that's a song, isn't it, by the Jam, Mr. Clean. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I don't really think that's entertainment. Oh, that's another Jam song. Right, who wants to come on for a chat? Here we go. There you go. One at a time. Hello, Nate. How are you? Right, I've got to get... thank you for that, John. I don't know if you've answered what I asked you. I'll have a look in a minute. Thank you for that, Anglo. And Brad says, all together, to the tune of the Prince Charming chorus. Plain chow mein, plain chow mein, Chinese food is nothing to be scared of. Was that a joke at your school, Bradley? I've never heard that. It's a very peculiar super chat, but I'll take it. You know how it works around here. Lovely. Oh, Blogs has dropped an entropy in. He says, Blogs ain't even here, is he?
He said he was going.
Yeah, he did. I haven't. He's here because he's in the chat, niggling all the time. But he's actually, bless him. I bet he thought I missed it as well.
No.
What is he? Is he still here?
No, you don't appear to be. No, he knows when he no one knows better of the chances of you reading an entropy out than Billy.
So many times I have to put in the Scrubs lifeboat. Sorry, this is Bill's entropy I missed at the end. You are Pinner. What? What? What's that say, Packer?
Your Pinner is not a winner. I think he's on about the bird you like.
Your Pinner is not a winner. Lumi has opened up Pandora's, good stage name for her or him, box of embarrassment, potentially. I reckon they can't fake female hips, bum fanny. You, men, should know instinctively. I wonder if he's trying to get me to Google men's asses so I'll get profiled, Laura. Nice try. You know what? I think Mrs. Me in it has lost her space at the top of the encrypted messages. Did anyone know what that meant? I didn't know.
I think he was saying that you were trying to get him to look at lady boys.
When?
To get him profiled? I don't know.
Yeah, but what about Lumi?
That's basically what it was saying.
Lumi opened up Pandora. I mean, I think, you know what? I think maybe, I think he's taken 10 elements from the stream, connected them all, and expected us to know what all the connections are. Fair play to you, though, Bill, for Ayrton Senna. That's nice. I wish you were here, actually. I'd quite like to see the. Well, I'd quite like to say what it means. Hello, Otto. Hello, Henry. Hello. Have I said hello to you, Wolfie? Cranky Logpicker reckons it was related to the AI video. Oh, I see. The golfer. Oh, no, that bird who was just okay, but not all of it, was it? Can't have been all of it. No, without a doubt, Anglo. It'd be very much missed if he wasn't round here. Look at Lars. Why is he dragging me into it? It's just pot luck at that stage. Thank you, Brad, for that super chat. Billy was posting AI topless generated men in the lifeboat for me for some reason. That's really weird. Like offering you sensual gifts. Oh, Brad, it would appear you've got an admirer. I wonder what niggling sex would be like. Speaking of which, hello, 42.
Mr. Dangerfield, what about you, Sean?
Look at him. He's been rehearsing that because he knew if he didn't say it with proper, I can't think of the word, so I can't.
Inflection.
That wasn't the word I was looking for. Elocution,
conviction.
It was very clear though, but you've set yourself a very high bar there, 42.
Yeah, and I'm about to climb right underneath it.
What, like a limbo?
Yes.
I can see you doing a limbo. Have you ever done it?
I'm going.
Look, did you hear that, Packer? He went, "Ee."
Yeah, I'm going to have to say no. I have attempted it, and I can report that I am shite at limbo.
It was a very. We're back to the 80s, but in the 80s, you're having a party. That song comes on by Modern Romance. Oh, makes me want to dance. Oh, it's a new romance. And then someone, usually my old man, would bring a broomstick in from the garden, and then him and his mate Graham from up the road would hold it, and then it would just be a question of getting the young birds to see if they could get under it. Oh, please don't fall over. I'm sure they just knock them on the head. Oh, you fell over, and we saw everything. 42, how are you, me old mucker?
I'm doing good, thanks. How's yourself?
Overworked, stressed about work, and it's quite a positive stress because it gets me active. Because I don't, okay, I'm old enough now to know that I'm not going to sit in the stress. I'm going to find some solutions. But not all things in life have solutions. So my life might, over the next year or so, my life might change considerably. And, there's going to be challenges there. So that's how I am. Not great, but, there's people in far worse situations than me.
There are always solutions. The problem is sometimes those solutions are not very enjoyable. And it's a matter of trying to find the bit that gives you as much as you can have of your life the way you want it within the bounds of reality.
Yeah, I know. Actually, surprisingly, I know exactly what you mean, because the things I would need to do to continue living the life I have, I said it earlier, I don't think you were here earlier. I think you work when I start this early. But it would probably... I can't write commercial literature. I just can't do it. I'm not motivated to do it. So that's a no. I can't earn like that. I'll earn a little bit, but that's not going to earn me a living. But I could probably pull off a commercial YouTube channel. Maybe do something about movies or something, But even that would take 6 months to a year to build up.
Mm-hmm. I also see the possibility of a Galan stand.
I've thought of that. Because I mean, I was put off it by the missus. But what it would be a simple question of advertising them to tourists.
Mhm.
Because the Cambodians, so for people who don't know what 42 said there's a tradition.
He quite clearly said, "Garnstown."
I only meant that one word, galan.
Mhm.
It's a Cambodian delicacy of sticky rice, coconut milk, and jackfruit, and it's cooked in bamboo, and they're so delicious. It's more than the sum of its parts when you eat it. A bit like in Thailand when you get the mango sticky rice and coconut. I swear there's a dog in my bedroom. Something just barked. Was that you, Packer?
No.
42, did you bark?
No. Oh, but I do have a story about a dog.
Is it meant to be in the kitchen, the dog?
Something in the back out there just went boom.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy was in a pub and he was trying to convince the person standing beside him that his dog could talk. And he says, "I'll bet you 100 quid I can get this dog to answer a question." The guy goes, "Right, well, go ahead then." And he says, "Here, Rover, what's on the top of the pub?" And the dog goes, "Roof."
Yeah, I can't be putting up with that, mate. I mean, I don't know what. They actually told a joke. I knew it from the outset. Let's let him back.
Yeah.
I bet you're laughing. I bet 42's got a proper smile on his face, thinking that's great.
Actually, whenever you kicked me out and the thing all changed, I was thinking I forgot to tell him the other thing that could be affecting the size of your view.
Back.
Yep. Am I talking in tongues now?
What did he say?
Right.
The other thing that might be affecting...
Wait, hang on, 42, hang on a minute. Serious question this is.
Yep.
Your parents, I don't expect you to go into detail.
Yep.
Did they have, well, I'd guess they had even broader accents than you.
Wow. My dad would have been slightly broader. My mum would have been slightly less harsh on the accent. My sister strangely went to elocution and did competitions and stuff because of the very
hang on, what? To speak with your accent?
No, Queen's English accent.
There you go. Okay. Wow. So hang on. So you've got a sister who now speaks. I was about to say like me, but that's not fair.
Oh God, no.
Who now speaks like it. Oh, she's gone back to her original.
She would be. My accent is quite harsh. I probably did that to myself whenever I was between 10 and 15. Because you change the way you talk slightly with your friends and all, and I decided to make mine a bit broader. And it stuck.
Anglo said, "I understand 42 completely." Chris, stop being
crazy.
Right.
Shocking.
Whenever my sister was very small, she had a lisp. So my parents were like, "Okay, we need to get this lisp fixed." And they dug up the money.
You had trouble saying that, didn't you? Ironically, you went.
Yeah.
I think that's daughter of Albion's story. She had problems speaking.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So my sister, she went and did elocution and can, when required, speak very polite. She also went to. We've a plan in working class Belfast. We've got a plan for how to get the best out of everything. And that plan seems to be, or definitely was in the late 70s, early 80s, send the girls to university and try to stop the boys going to jail.
Okay.
So she went to university and she did elocution and stuff, and I did my job and never did get convicted of anything.
So it worked a treat.
Yeah,
but well, that was well phrased. Never got convicted of anything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, 42. I'd love to meet you in the flesh one day. I bet you've got some cracking stories, the likes of which you can't even think about online.
Oh yes, I have quite a few things that happened in my past and growing up and all that no, really do not need to.
No, don't.
Yeah, and the statute of limitations is up in them all probably, but.
I was thinking. See, now I'm getting more confused. Packer, did you get close to your screen to hear him better?
No.
Okay, sorry. Many people in the chat have said they can hear you and understand you fine. Yeah, look, there you go. Look. Even his own misses. See, we both were like that.
I did lean in, but that wasn't why.
Wolfie reckons Southerners are shit with accents. Well, we do pretty good Southern ones. In fairness, I only really want one. I don't know.
I do a very good Essex estuary, I'll have you know.
Hello, Spanish chicken. John worked with paddies. Would you? You wouldn't.
Oh, I'm not a paddy.
That's what I just was saying. I was saying you wouldn't refer to yourself as a paddy, but I know what you mean, John.
Yeah.
Since I was 16, floor screeding, plastering, good grafters taught me a lot. There you go. So 42, come on, bring something to the party.
Right. What the? Yes. See, whenever you're using your StreamYard.
Sorry, 42. Class, don't flirting with John. Jesus, man, that's just. This is going so wrong. Sorry, 42. Glass attention seeking. You know, it's like.
See, whenever you're using StreamYard, do you use it on a Chrome tab?
Oh, I see. You're helping me out. Yes. I don't know. No, I use it. I'll show you.
Right.
It's on. It looks like that. Look how small it is in the middle of the screen.
Right.
Like, there's my old screen. There's the chat.
Right.
And
see the.
So that's me, you, and Packer in that little bit.
Right. Now, see the line that has all your different options for where you're on the screen. If you move across, see that little blue arrow.
Yes.
Yes. Click that little blue arrow.
Sorted. And that's how it used to be.
Right, yes. Here's what's happened. At some stage, you've clicked that blue arrow to get yourself a different option. And then that gives you 2 lines of possible window configurations, which takes up the time for the space for your screen.
Well, I can't believe how well you made that work. That's incredible. That's how it used to be. So I just pressed something wrong once.
Yep, that's exactly it. The other one that it could possibly be is if you're on a StreamYard tab and up the very top, you've used the view button and zoomed it in or zoomed it out.
Say now.
Now.
I think I'm a little bit envious of your accent. I mean, I like the way I speak, but I do quite like. I know that the women like your accent.
Yes, there is that. Apart from the women from Belfast who hear it all the time.
That's a fair point, actually.
I don't care what accent you have, whether it's Belfast, New York, Estuary English, whatever. Take that accent to somewhere where people don't normally hear it, and all of a sudden because it's different.
It's a bit of the old otherness, isn't it? Doesn't go down so well with Somalian, I've noticed, though.
But nobody knows what the Somalis are saying.
I can't believe I've been taking
See as if everybody can clearly understand what the fuck I'm saying.
That was amazing. What a weird moment between three blokes. I'm actually crying. Good Lord. Anglo says, Chris, on a tangent. Oh, there's no rooms for tangent. No room for tangents on this stream. Hang on. Right.
With the format.
There you go. You see, this is what happens. All right. On a tangent. I'm good with that. Tell 42 I've done bird with an ex. Oh, I thought you wanted me to tell him that I. So he's been to prison with an ex-member of one of those two. He can't remember which. He had scars from AK. That's Andrei Kalashnikov.
Yep, that would be him. There's quite a lot of those in the country. That's also.
I think that's the. I think they're the most popular. Is the wrong word. Common assault rifle in the world. And apparently, and I'm no military man. Thank you, Anglo. It's a good angle to go on, and thank you for another donation. Amazing.
The Russians.
They say that you can put them in water, you can bury them in mud, and a year later. Get them out, give them a shake, and they'll work.
Yeah, provided you oil them.
Yeah,
if you're gonna dig up a big AK, an old AK, first thing you do is shake it to see does it rattle, and it should.
It's amazing,
right?
Yeah.
It should rattle because the tolerances were made that way. The rattle. If it's not rattling, then there's something jammed that's not supposed to be jammed.
And are the tolerances like that to deal with changes in temperature?
It'll be fine. We don't really get on Earth. We don't get you can have it somewhere that's very in a cold climate for a long time. It'll be fine. In a warm climate, it'll be fine. We don't really tend to have something that's going from snow to ice that might bend any metal or whatnot.
My bookkeeper, she grew up in Georgia, and she told me a few months ago, like she's like, she's a bookkeeper, so she's the person between me and my accountant, and she told me that she can strip and put back together an AK-47 in the dark, and I was blown away, and I said, how? And she said, well, in Georgia, when she was growing up, she said every Friday they'd come into the class, give them all out, and they just taught them how to do it. Every school kid learned how to do that. And she said it's just muscle memory. And I said to her, so what would you start? How would you start? And she said, well, I can't tell you, but if I had one here, I'd work it out.
You probably want to start off by taking out the gas regulator.
You need to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, we have.
Who's we?
Us whenever we were like.
Seriously though, so be a little bit careful.
I'm being a little bit careful from. The age of about 10 to 14, I would have learned how to make some equipment. Primary ingredient necessary for making this equipment would be a nice milk bottle.
Basic stuff then.
Why not?
Wouldn't it have been plant fertilizer? Did you not progress onto things?
No.
There was a the old clay pigeon ranges.
Yep.
Right. So we used to go down there as kids, not when it was in operation, obviously. And there's thousands of the 12 bore cartridges on the floor, see where they, you crack it open and chuck them out. But you spent enough time looking, you'd find the occasional one that hadn't been fired, where they've just. So we'd get them home, we'd cut them open, and throw the shot away and just fill up. I'll tell you what we used to use. This is
Two
all
nuts.
fit, of course.
2 bolts and a nut.
Okay.
Now,
There you go.
really interestingly,
Yeah.
that's why we can no longer have red-headed matches.
Because of the phosphorus.
Right, because
No.
what you were doing with the shot, if you get a box of red-headed matches and cut off all the red stuff, you get a pile of that red stuff, and then you can do pretty much the same as what you were doing with that shot.
Right. Okay.
Right. So
Yeah,
you have your bolts, you have your
I just think, just for my channel,
yeah.
I think I've just had this weird moment of clarity
Right.
where this is probably against many rules.
The other thing I'm going to say is
This is so getting deleted now.
see Swarfiga liquid soap.
Yeah. My old man always had a dirty
Yeah.
tin of it in the sink.
Well, see, if you've got a milk bottle and some liquid and you normally put in a bit of sugar.
Can we just not do
Right,
this?
okay.
Look, your missus is here to tell you to stop.
The punchline to this is I love the smell of Swarfiga in the morning.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Tell him, Emma.
Hello.
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 Are you see 42's avatar?
Yeah.
Did you hear us say hola?
Who the oops? Not, oh.
That's two of the little people.
Hola!
Caitlin, be quiet.
Are they Spanish?
Well, she's attempting to speak Spanish.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Dónde está la playa?
They were just practicing their accents then when you were talking about accents.
I'm so glad we're back to accents. Can we talk to the little people, or is that not appropriate?
Yeah. No, that's okay. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, you asked them.
The bigger of the little people want to go first.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
And who are you?
I'm Daniel.
Daniel.
Uh-huh.
How old? You're very confident. Do you like Elvis?
What?
You like Elvis?
No.
Elvis Presley? No.
Who Elvis is? Daniel, are you learning Spanish?
In school, I am.
They teach you Spanish.
He was doing French for the first half of the year, and he's doing Spanish now for the second half.
I think Spanish is the second most spoken language in the world, if you don't include China. So I think it's probably a better one. Are you still there, Daniel?
Yeah.
Daniel, you've got quite a strong accent, haven't you? Or do you think?
I think he doesn't sound too Northern Irish. I think he sounds more like me than the other two.
Hang on, that's 3 then.
Yeah, I've got 3, but I've only got 2 here with me at the minute.
What's the other one doing? Getting milk bottles and red matches.
He decided he's decided to take himself off into town after school.
So this is something I didn't know, that you had loads of little uns running about.
I've got loads. I've got 3.
Well, that's a considerable amount compared to 0. Do you love them?
Of course I do.
Oh, who's that one? Hello.
That's the littlest one. You gonna say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. She's the one that pretends she knows all the different languages.
No.
Okay. Can you?
Daniel.
Look at this one. Totally out of hand. Like, what are you? Are you 6 years old?
No. What? No, I'm 9.
Oh.
How dare you? She is actually 9. Not even 9.
Yeah. Wait, hang on though. But how you I think you're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, she is.
Are you a little bit crazy?
No, he's the crazy one. No.
Who's the crazy one? Emma.
Daniel is. Hey, son.
Listen to them. They're so innocent.
We're both crazy.
Yes, you are both crazy.
What are you doing? What time is it where you are now? Either of you could answer that.
What time is it?
10 a.m.
It's 10 to 8.
So what? Hello, Rachel. Oh, I've just doxed your missus there, Packer. If you're 9, surely you should be getting ready to go to bed on a school night.
No, I go to bed at 9.
Do you? And what have you got a favourite television programme, or do you watch the internet? Or do you not do any of that?
What do you do?
I just kind of watch my phone.
You watch YouTube, don't you?
Yeah.
Emma, this is a serious question. Why are you translating what I'm saying?
I don't know.
What?
Well, I don't know.
I don't mind. If it helps. It's just weird.
Probably because I'm getting looks like, what's he saying?
That's what I thought.
Daniel's favourite show is WWE.
Daniel does love WWE.
Daniel?
Yes?
You know that WWE, they're not really fighting. Do you know that?
Yes.
But you still like it.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like a movie.
You like the moving?
Because it's like a movie.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, movies aren't real. That's a fair point, and I like movies. Daniel, how old are you?
12.
12. Because I've watched a little bit of that WWE and that. I've noticed there's some women in it, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. You're going to make him go red in a minute.
Do you like that bit?
What? He told me they were learning about reproduction in biology the other day, and and now he's running away.
He's running away. He's running.
So, yeah, that just made him exit the room.
So we've lost Daniel, have we?
You've lost Daniel. He's still got the crazy here.
Oh, we got the 9, the one who is actually 9.
The one who is actually 9.
One who's actually 9. What do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do for a job or a life?
I want to be a police officer.
Oh, why?
Why do you want to be a police officer?
I don't really know.
What do they do? What parts of the job do you think you'd like?
Arresting people.
Kids are amazing.
She's the smallest thing, and she's a real tough nut.
Oh, that was cute though. Arresting people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all a little bit confused now. Packer, have you got anything you want to ask? I can't understand them. Emma, it's weird. Obviously you communicate very well with them because your kids. I don't know what to say to them because I'm worried. Unless I keep it really basic, if I relax, I'm going to say the wrong thing, and I can't be doing that with 100 people.
So they've probably heard worse coming out of my mouth.
Oh my God, she said that herself as well. That's not going to go down well in court. And Exhibit X, it's a danger-filled YouTube clip. Are there any little ones left who are prepared to talk?
No, that's just the old ones. He's out.
And how old is the older one?
He's 15.
Oh God, you've got a 15-year-old boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Challenging.
Although the other day he did ask me to take him down to youth club, which is at the church, and I said to him, "Why are you not out walking the streets getting drunk like I was at 15?"
Oh my God! Oh no, that is lovely though. Actually involving himself in the community, I think I'd be well proud, you know, going
And
42.
the oldest one has been doing some really good cooking for his one of his exams.
For his HE, yes.
Yep.
Home economics.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a kid at my school, and his name was Darren Butts, Butts. Not a nice start in life. And they wanted us to make tray line, which is just boiling sugar and then letting it cool down. That's how thick everyone at my school was. You just, you know, you don't teach someone how to do that. You tell them, and it's done. And he said to me, so he's got this pan of sugar that's like bubbling, and he went to me, how do you know when it's done? I said, just stick your finger in it. And he did. He had to go to hospital. It took the top of his finger off. I felt so neutral about it and didn't care. Yeah. So you two lovers on the stream together?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about you and Packer.
Oh, good work. Good work. I'm a bit, I don't know, I'm sort of out of my safety zone here a little bit. This isn't my usual. I don't really know what to say. I don't want any children to hear me say things that they shouldn't hear me say.
It's okay. She's got her ears closed.
Anglo says this is brilliant. Fair play, Emma. 42. Oh wait, Younger wants to be a Rosa. Yeah, she's likely going to change her mind. I think it's fair to say. I think I wanted to be a special forces operative. Well, I still do. I think I've passed my peak though. Thank you, Anglo. It is lovely. Listen, how long have you two been lovers?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
And you go on boating holidays and things?
Oh, we are going glamping very shortly.
Oh, really? And is that? Tell me a little bit about that. I know what it is, obviously, but what's the setup?
It's a really, really nice wee
It's like a log cabin type thing.
Yep, with its own hot tub.
That's a house.
Yeah.
With a hot tub, and there is another scrub that's in the chat is going to be meeting up with us while we're doing that.
Hang on, you've got a hot tub in your wood, what they call them, log cabin.
Yeah. Well, the hot tub's out beside the log cabins outside in the mountains of Mourne with the beautiful clear skies, and you can see the satellites and everything going past.
It's Kelly and Buffers.
Who's that one?
That's the littlest one.
The littlest hobo.
So this holiday then, is this called the Woodlander Experience or something?
No. It's in Northern Ireland. It's in the Mourne Mountains, which are absolutely beautiful. And
hang on. Say where that is again. We'll have a look.
It's called Willow Tree Glamping.
There you go.
Willow Tree Glamping.
Right. Oh, now we're going to have a look at where you're going to stay, are we? Right, the cabin you're going to stay in.
Yeah, we'll get it on Google Earth, and we'll see if we can get some drones up there.
And you'll be able to see the posh one that the other scrubs staying in.
Oh, is this? Oh no, there's a bit of class war on the go, because I just saw it had a few different ones. Glamping with prayer, people. Look at these two having the life of Riley. Oh, probably not. Shouldn't have said that. That's the other part of the country. Isn't it? Right, look at this. Come on. Pet friendly glamping.
That's the actual one that we're staying in.
That's a version of yours, or you're in that one?
That's the actual one.
What they said, that the one you've booked, they said is the one on the website.
Yeah, well, it just happens to be that's the one that they picked for their landing page. But whenever you go in, you'll see the 5 or 6 different
42 dropping in landing page. Good.
Is it not a bit like something out of The Hobbit? That hut?
It's actually very nice.
What you don't know, Packer, is 42 is only 4.5 foot tall, so it's all right. Whoa! Stop selling me stuff.
Yeah,
It does look absolutely beautiful, though. Let's be fair. Let's have a look. See if that gets a bit bigger. Hang on, I've got Buffertron. So, how long are you doing this for?
We're there for a couple of days, and Al Mac and Ali C is there for a little bit longer.
So they've got a better place, and they're there longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't rub it in.
That's going to be awkward conversations, isn't it? Really. JP has made a donation. He says, "This is the content I'm here for. Keep grooming child Nazis from your base in Taiwan." Bruv. The kids are making me broody. Keep them safe, 42, bruv. There you go. Nice one, JP. Amazing. Well, I'm going to get rid of 42 now, but I'm going to keep Emma here for a couple of minutes.
And you can look up the Emma will point it out to you on the thing, the one that Al Mac's going to, which is the newest one and the most expensive one, and probably.
But it wouldn't show me them. I won't open up any more pictures.
Is there not like a gallery page or something?
Right. Hold on. Right. Top left is Kingfisher.
Yeah.
Next one's Rain. Scroll down a bit.
The one with the thingy over the bed. The one with that's the one that Al's staying in.
Click on that.
Goldfinch's Retreat.
Right. And whenever you scroll that down, it'll give you like a photo gallery.
But look, it's the most luxurious cabin. That ain't camping. That looks nicer than every house I've ever lived in. It's got a bath. It's got an actual bath. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, a little picture gallery. I reckon it'll be evenings round at their place, to be honest with you. You might as well make use of it if they're paying, you know.
I think they might have a wood burning hot tub, whereas we have an electric hot tub, and that makes a big difference.
Is it a swingers affair?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
That's not what you told me.
There you go. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, look, what's this little turnout here? Like some kind of swimming pool, is that? Or what is that?
I'm not sure.
No. You'll find out.
I think that's just a one of the hot tubs. I think that's like a
of course.
corner of it.
Yeah, there was something weird about the perspective. It looked like I thought it was like the edge of a lake, but yeah, it's like a hot tub, isn't it? Of course. Oh, look. They're very nice fittings, aren't they? I like all that exposed copper pipe lark. Have a look at all this, Packer. How the other half live, eh? Jesus.
Don't you know?
I know. Look at that. Look at that. No, that'll be love. Oh, God. Oh, is that free for when on arrival?
Yep.
What's that TV show with Kevin Costner about that family trying to save their ranch? It's like something off of that.
Costner's
Ranch.
Ranch.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Anyone?
No.
No.
Oh, it's a great show. Yellowstone, that's it, Tuffy. Nice one. Thank you, Tuffy. Yellowstone. Great show.
Why won't it stop? Oh, there you go. So we've been through these. Let's have a look at your ones. So how do you end up doing this sort of thing? Oh, oops. Oh, no, we're back.
I'll take. COVID happened. Hotels got very expensive, and Emma and I looked into glamping, and this was the second place that we found and went to, and we've been a couple of times.
Oh, so this is actually interesting. So, because I know that the glamping market has exploded. So during COVID,
yeah,
it's like what are they called?
Airbnb.
No, they're in trouble. Weirdly, No, I know that flights are so expensive because they're trying to make up for the money that they lost during COVID.
Well,
but I'm guessing that glamping, people such as yourselves thought, fuck paying all that for an hotel. Why don't we do one of these? Liked it, and now would actually prefer that to a hotel. Yep. A very kind of, they're a bit, what's the word, Mark? Impersonal.
What they did during COVID was restrict the amount of guests that they could have, and then they put the money that they would have made from the guests that are not there onto the price of everybody else's night there, and that's whenever we started the glamping malarkey. Oh yes, there's our electric hot tub.
It's nice, man. It is nice. I won't be so vulgar as to ask you how much. I'll have a look in a minute. But I've got to add the flights from Cambodia, so I might as well get an hotel. Look at that, though. Nice. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Little phallus there to enjoy.
Little fire pit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The 42 and Emma G holiday. Emma, why did you come on? Oh, that sounded weird. Why
shut me up?
I think it might have been actually. And I was glad she did. Listen, I need a wee. I'm not gonna make Packer have to. Actually, you can talk to Packer while I have a wee.
Yeah. So how long are you going for?
We're going for a couple of nights. I think Gal's there for about a week.
Cool. And is there like activities and stuff to be doing, or you just...
it's actually not far from the hill that you roll back up. So there's that. Spelga Dam. They built obviously Spelga Dam's a big water depository, and they built the dam to flood the place, and apparently the leprechauns that lived in that valley got a bit pissed off, and every time you drive down the hill to Spelga Dam and you leave your handbrake off, to try to push you back out again, so your car rolls back up the hill. So there's that.
That's cool.
Yeah, and really beautiful scenery. It's there's not a lot to do apart from relax and soak in the beautiful area. I'm a bit pissed off because that area is in the process of being claimed by UNESCO. It's going to be a geopark, and they'll put in a bunch of rules, I would say, but there's not much we can do about it.
I heard.
And is there somewhere nearby to this place you're staying with a license to sell alcohol off the premises?
Oh yes.
Brilliant. Then it's sorted, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Not
that view. And
no, he's off the drink. He's stopped drinking. 42.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to drink on holiday.
He's only 20. Even so, he's only 25% of the expedition, isn't he?
Are you really going to risk that? 42.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
Well, here, Chris. Here's the crack. I was drinking 4 liters of cider a day every day. That was just me going along. Over the last 3 months, I went from 4 liters of cider a day, cut it down. I'm now on 0 liters of cider a day. But on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening, I would tend to have a bath and 1 cold beer, because it's just like relaxing in the bath with a cold beer. Not to get drunk or anything, just because I like the flavour. And
I can't believe you even went for that. I like the flavour.
Yeah, it's
nice cup of cold can of Tennant Super.
Yes, I'm actually currently on. I'm actually currently on bottles of San Miguel, the 660 milliliter bottles of San Miguel.
Me you were 7 months clean. clean the other day.
No, I never said I was AA clean.
No, but clean. I had everyone celebrating. You pulled the wool over my eyes.
I did not. Here's the thing. I grew up in East Belfast. The idea of me getting to a point where I never drink beer, I don't know. I'd probably get evicted or some shit like that.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Do you ever get shitty when you drink?
No, not really. I can't.
Hang on, that was no, not really.
No, not really. I tend to get fall over it whenever I've had enough. That's sort of the thing you can get, or fall asleep or some shit like that. But no, not really shitty.
Emma, if it was your choice, would you have 42 not drink at all?
I wouldn't want him to not drink at all, because then I would feel like I couldn't drink at all.
Amazing.
Good point.
You're amazing. Yeah, there is a real thing with that in it. I've seen it in NA and that. Like, people don't want when you're in rehab, and like sometimes you have family come and visit and things, and there are people, and when they realise that it's a fully abstinent program. You know, if you went in there for cocaine, if you're going to follow the program, you're not doing cocaine, alcohol, smoking weed. And when the partner finds out that, you always watch their face almost fall off, because they realise that that's going to affect their life considerably. So yeah, interesting. LC 350, who has 100% got a can of special brew in his hand at this moment, said, "Good girl." Al does like a San Miguel. There you go.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, 42, and again, you know, if you don't want us to talk about these things, just say, obviously. But why did you decide to not drink so much?
Because I don't want to die right away. Right? I would like to have a bit of an extended life, and I'm pretty sure that 4 liters of cider a day is not helping that. Also, I wasn't enjoying it. I was drinking mainly to sleep and shut off my post-traumatic stress disorder, intrusive thoughts and shit. I've now got ways of dealing with that don't involve copious amounts of alcohol, and life is much better. Oh,
you know, that's what that diazepam, I got on that for sleeping. But I wonder if you had a similar thing, because they're both depressants or sedatives, I suppose we could call them, alcohol and benzos. The problem is with them, for me, was once I had them, I felt so good, because all my sort of baggage and, like, I haven't got PTSD or anything. I'm not suggesting I've got anything like that, but I have got some unresolved trauma knocking about for sure. The diazepam would take that away, and as soon as that had gone, the last thing I wanted to do was go to sleep. I wanted to, well, this is fucking lovely. So I'd stay up, watch movies, bake a cake, and suddenly it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm wondering, did you ever have that? You'd drink to sleep, but because you were then drunk, you'd think, I'll have enough. This is great. And you didn't get to sleep early or anything.
Oh, no, I never got to sleep early. It's like, fuck me. You've got 4 liters of cider here. Forget caring about what time of the night it is that everything gets around that you can actually start, because that's going to be a start time, and you're locked in for however long it takes you to get that down you. And then I can actually sleep. I've got part of my symptoms is a thing called intrusive thoughts, whereby I have thoughts that are very negative that I'm not calling up or asking to come into my head. They just appear, and it winds and it runs. And I was drinking to shut that down as much as anything else.
Did you not develop a tolerance? I mean, I don't know how long this was going on.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I know alcoholics who were doing 2 bottles of scotch a day.
Yeah.
And I'll always remember what he said, because I know what he meant, because the same happens with heroin. Well, brown heroin anyway. He said I drunk. He said one day I had a couple of bottles, or actually I can't remember the build up, but it included 2 bottles of scotch. And then he said it might as well have been water, the good it was doing me. And what he meant was it just wasn't doing what it once did. You know, well, you know what I mean, didn't you?
The first 3 liters did nothing to me.
Wow.
Right.
And when you first started, was 1 liter enough, and then it built up to 2?
Right. Started off, couldn't sleep. I'll have a couple of drinks, and then that was going into 8, 10 tins, and I thought, fuck, this getting rid of all these tins is a bit of a pain in the arse. Let's have a look at these 2-liter plastic bottles. And it's also reduced the price point. So I was there like on 2 liters of cider, and then it went to some nights I would have to crack open the second bottle, and then I would have a bottle and a half the next night, and then it was like, I could sit and drink and be totally compos mentis for the first 3 liters, and then everything went to shit very quickly. And
I bet you were thinking at last.
No, I was generally actually thinking I just hit my head off the fucking windowsill, because I'd be standing at the windowsill smoking and cope, and that's not good. And then no, I would be standing at the window smoking, and then I would cope, fall over.
Oh, just go.
Yeah, dump. No, even I could see that's not really good. Not good.
Just falling over's got its problems.
Yeah, well, no, just having a lifestyle like that's got its problems. And now I've been able to find a way to do without that, and I'm very pleased. Oh, in other news, it's starting to get expensive because I'm now needing new jeans, because I've dropped the jean size in the last 3 months. I
thought you were going to say something far more vulgar than that.
No. I've went from a 32-inch waist to a 30-inch waist, so I need to get new jeans. And I'm back to... I'm on 9. I can now do 9 consecutive pull-ups, which I always used to be able to do 10, and then that has died down a bit for a while.
But you're not concerned that? Do you think you can manage?
We need a montage. 42. Can we have a montage?
A montage of
if you're getting fit. Shopping for jeans.
Yeah.
Probably. Chasing chickens around the garden. Do you think you can manage this, controlled drinking? That's what they call
100%. 100%. I've got the sleeping thing sorted, and the sleeping is what was pushing all of it. So I now don't physically need it to sleep, which means that I can, on occasion, like whenever I'm on holiday, enjoy it.
But I'm not arguing. I'm just asking, just from my own experience and other people that I've seen. If you're, for instance, say on holiday or any kind of social, that first one, it's not. Well, I suppose it is going to hit the spot because you're not drinking all the time. So
Yeah.
It is going to just be, you know, a little bit of an alcohol hit.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem, I try not to drink really, because as soon as I go over a certain amount, I'm out of control. I just wake up somewhere weird with someone, and I don't know what the fuck happened, and empty blister pack of whatever that was in my pocket, and it's weird. It only takes me about 3 large whiskies, and that if I go more than 2, my night could end up dead in prison or God knows, because I don't know why. That's where that's my blackout point. I feel like I need adventure, and so I'll make adventure happen. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of dangerous, because life isn't very adventurous, so you have to kind of cause trouble, really.
My fun one was always checking my sent emails on a Monday morning.
No, I'd stay well away from my computer if I've had a drink or a smoke or anything.
Yeah, I would wake up on a Monday morning, and somewhere between 1 and 1:30, I had sent emails to police chief constables, members of parliament, ministers, all sorts of stuff, complaining about what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
and they would actually be coherent, which is the very strange thing.
I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing, though. At least if they knew you were pissed, they knew you were pissed. You know what I mean? I mean, I was talking to a mate earlier, and I was saying how happy I am that all my sort of heavy drinking days and speed days and acid days, I didn't have an iPhone, because fuck that, man.
Yeah.
I could just imagine being on speed. I'll just send a text message to every woman in my contact list, see if they want to come over. Well, and I'm sure it'll be great until I start coming down. It
would be great until 3 of them turn up.
No, that would be brilliant, but it would not be so good.
The 3 of them might be all right with you, but I'm not sure they'd be so good with each other.
Oh, I'd have already mixed up a batch of speed-laced Prosecco for them. Yeah, have a drink. I know it's a bit bitter, isn't it? Have a bit more. I gave a Mickey Finn to a prostitute once, and actually, I better not tell them that. That's illegal, isn't it? 42. Emma, anything you want to say before before I chuck you 2 out?
No, all good here. The little one is getting a bit antsy with me anyway. She's like, "When are you gonna stop?"
Oh, yeah.
She does want to know what time it is there in Cambodia, though.
Oh, it's nearly 2:30, but in the morning.
Nearly 2:30 in the morning. She's looking like, "What? Why aren't you in bed?"
Tonight. I won't go to bed until about 6 or 7 in the morning.
You'll probably be in bed before Chris is.
I will be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's said really with gusto. I will be.
I will be.
So when are you going on holiday again? I forgot already. I missed it when you said it, to be honest.
We're being a little bit ambiguous about that, because we've now told everybody exactly where it is. So we'll probably
no way. So while the stream was going on, you've been like sign language in. Are you in the same house at the moment?
No.
So one of you texted the other one and said, keep it down with the old times and that.
No. This is something I just figured out on my own in the last 30 seconds. But no, everybody now knows exactly where it is, so we'll not.
No, this is the House of Scrubs. They've already forgotten. I wouldn't worry about that. I can't even remember what the place was called. 42 and emoji. How lovely was that? And thank the little ones as well. Lovely to say hello to those.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Right, bye. Chris,
Yeah,
thank
So
you very
bye,
much. It's been an
Packer.
absolute pleasure.
No.
Yeah, it
Say
really
bye,
has been.
Packer.
Bye, Michael.
Say bye, 42.
Go. You first. You first.
Oh, they're going, you first. No, you first.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye, mate. Ta-da.
Say bye, everybody in the chat.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Go on. Be done. See you, Emma. See you, 42. Oh, what did you make of that, Packer? It was kind of strangely, what's the word I'm looking for? Wholesome for this place. Can't hear
Mrs.
you,
Packer
mate.
said they're beautiful. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, no, they're a lovely couple. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. Yeah, she put her head in like that, and I doxed her again. I got very envious then about everyone having children. I mean, I try not to have regrets, and I am going to have them, but it's going to be.
Everyone has them. Regrets? You lumbered with them.
No, I don't really have them. I mean, they don't. I mean, maybe it's the definition of what regret is, but I don't sort of dwell on. Oh, that was bad, and I should have done that. But I do talk to some people, and who've got kids, like 3 or 4, and I mean like a few different people, and they've said to me, "Don't do it. You'll hate it." And I'm like, no, I've spoken to loads of people say they love it. And they're like, yeah, you won't know.
All right.
But I am so broody. I can't, there's things I can't say why I've been putting it off. If these things weren't in the way, it would have happened. The first one would have happened 3-4 years ago. But there's a few things to get sorted out. But the missus wants 4 kids.
Well,
she better find another bloke then. I reckon I'd enjoy 4 kids. You know, I don't.
Rachel wanted 2, and I didn't want any more. But so we had 1. That's how that worked. That's how that maths went.
Yeah, as that didn't work out. You
halfway, wasn't it? Yeah. She wanted 2, I wanted 1.
No, you don't say that. He's there. But my first girlfriend, she's I said to her when I got back talking to her, because I wasn't very nice to her. I wasn't violent or anything. Well, quite the opposite. I was obsessed with her and stalked her for like 10 years. But I said to her, what's it like having kids? John, I've heard that before. Until they turn into teenagers and they forget you're alive. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh, yeah, I said to her, what's it like then having a kid? Because she's got a kid. And she said, well, it's amazing, but it is challenging as well. She said, I'd be lying if I said it was amazing all the time. And you know, my life will completely change. I'm so, you know, me and my missus don't even live in the same house. And obviously we will when we have kids. But I've told her I want a separate bedroom and an office.
You might have to build them separate afterwards.
Well, the way things are going, we'll have a tent down the road there. And it won't be one of those glampers either. Packer, it's 2:30. We've been going for nearly 3 hours. I'm going to wrap it up.
Oh, just check your entropy because Billy's back.
I'm just going to... Anglo said, 42, my brother's from Ulster. I've been through it and sorted things out. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Nice one though, Anglo. Maybe it was a conversation you had when I was having a wee. I read that one about JP. This is ridiculous. Bill's back in the chat. Give the old entropy a quick refresh. No, nada. Oh, hang on. Oh no, that was your pin as a.
He's not fully back.
He's not fully back. No.
No.
Let me get back there. Right. I'm gonna. Well, should we go for a bit of deep water?
Sure.
So do you do those things? Do you go out on like glamping weekends? Like not glamping weekends, but like weekends away and that?
Nah, not really. We went camping with Steve Craig last summer, didn't we? That might happen again. Might not.
I find me and my missus, we're quite lazy like that. Like we went to Vietnam, but you know, it's quite a lot of hassle to go on holiday. It's a lot of hassle, isn't it? Getting there and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't got all your stuff around you that you like doing.
Yeah.
I might just be being a miserable bastard here, but half the time I'm just looking forward to getting back home.
in your bed.
When I travel on my own, it's a different story. And it's not because I'm cheating. I don't cheat on my missus, and I haven't. It's just I like traveling on my own. It's a different thing. But when I took my girlfriend to Vietnam, that was the first time she'd left the country. And I could tell that she just thought, fucking hell, this is just hassle, isn't it? No one speaks the same language. I don't know what the money is. And I was like, yeah, that's an holiday. Yeah. Welcome to the holiday. There you go. Right, Packer, I'll let you go, mate. Thank you very much. That's a long time. You've put in a long shift there. It's been much appreciated.
Say here, Chris. I've said about 8 words. It's, you know.
Yeah, but no, that's why it's been amazing. But no,
most of the chats is more than I do.
I've just seen what you said when you said that. No, I'm not fully back. No. I've broken my vape, Packer, while we've been talking.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. I don't believe in addiction and all that. My actual box is broken. Every time I change the batteries and they're rechargeable and they'll only last a day, it doesn't work. I have to hit it, and I hit it with the mortar. Is it the mortar or the pestle? That lump of wood in that thing. And I have to just tap it. And sometimes it starts working in like a couple of minutes, and sometimes it takes hours. And I'll tell you what, I've got no nicotine in there, but I am absolutely hanging out for that light to come on and me know it's working. It's ridiculous. And I really love it. You know, when it comes back on, I'm like, oh, thank fuck. And I just go. And I think, is that really a choice?
Well,
I don't know. I think it is a choice, but I think I'm choosing to self-medicate, even though there's no nicotine in there. It still is something to do to distract myself from myself. Anyway, I'm trying to do about 5-6 things at once. Packer, let's do it.
There's super chats in. Hey, there's super chats in.
Oh, I can't believe you've done it first time. Super chats in. Anglo, another one. Great stream, Packer. Have Chris on again. Thanks, yeah. Nice one.
He's real value, isn't he?
Yeah, he's great stuff, man. It's been an amazing addition to the House of Scrubs. Glass for Packer's impression of Adamant. It was amazing, wasn't it? Amazing. With just things around him. And reluctantly, he sung the song. So that was quite something. Let me just get this up. What was your favourite Adamant song? If you had a couple of, you had the best of or something, did you?
And music, I think.
Really, the single that was the number one.
That We Are Family. That one, Wild Nobility.
A new royal family, wild nobility. We are family, yeah.
That's the one.
Wow, what a tune.
Oh.
It's Kings of the Wild Frontier. It's a title track from the album Kings of the Wild Frontier. Yeah, fucking brilliant, man. Absolutely, mate. What a sound. I see beneath the white there is a redskin suffering from centuries. Well, the weird thing about Adam Ant, I mean, he was produced, I don't think the music was, but he as a person, thank you, Emma, that's very kind. Him as a performer was produced by Malcolm McLaren because he played all your classic male hero archetypes. You know, the pirate, the highwayman, the dandy. You know, he was all of those, and they just went through them like one after the other. Let's do that one now. Let's do that one now. He had that weird phase. I quite like that though. Good two, goody two, goody two shoes. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Subtle innuendos follow. Must be something inside. That was a tune as well.
That was just him, wasn't it?
Yeah. And there was that other one. Was it Apollo 9?
Yeah. We will be fine Apollo 9. Even
how did it go?
That's to say we're out of line or something. Hey?
No, what's the melody? It starts with a countdown, isn't it? It's like 10.
We will be fine, Apollo 9.
Right, is it? But suddenly that doesn't sound familiar. Anyway, all right, Pack, I'm going to let you go. I've got to fix my vape. Look after yourself, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Chris. Thanks for having us. See you later, Scrubs.
Yeah, always a pleasure. Well, there you go, people. We've come to the end of a midweek stream. I am trying to stream a little bit more because I didn't for a long time. Well, about 10 days or something, wasn't it? But there you go. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to Packer. Thanks to everyone who come on as a guest. Thanks to Emma Glass. And most of all, thanks to all you lot who make these streams... what's the word? Who make them... I don't know. I'm too old to talk. I can't think. I've been talking for a while. It's quite late here. Well, without you, there'd be no audience. With no audience, there's no stream. Anyway, I will be putting your comments on the screen as we go. Look after yourselves. I'm streaming tomorrow on my other channel, Lockpicking Legend, same time, it ain't the same time, 5 o'clock UK time. If you just search Lockpicking Legend, we'll only be talking about lockpicking for about 10 minutes, and then I've got a lot of clips lined up. So it's a clip stream, really. It'll be much like this, and I've got a guest on, a lady. She's a lockpicking lady. Her name's Lady Locks. I've never spoken to her before, but I'm sure it'll be all right. It'll be a good laugh. So if you're up for a bit of that, come and check us out on that channel. I'll probably put the link in the Scrubs Lifeboat. This is going to be Bally G. Thanks to Rags and the boy Craig for looking after the place. This is Paul Mumford with Deep Water. Take care, people. I'll no doubt see you after the song, but for a couple of minutes, you know how it works. Ta-da!
Everyone knows I'm gonna be the first man down. All my friends are sick of having me around. Nobody wants to give a buddy one last break. Can't go on, I've taken all a man can take. Life is a curse, it only gets worse, and the world don't watch you drown. Maybe my mind will fail to ever find the point. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna lay my head on the riverbed. Looking back, I rejected every place I stayed. A woman says I'm lying in the bed I've made. She says warriors don't give up before the war begins. So I get high to justify the mess I'm in. People get mad and people get sad, but at least they have a cause. I struggle to feel emotion I could really trust. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna lay my head on the riverbed. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna lay my head on the riverbed. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna lay my head
If the 60 odd people are still here, don't forget to press like on the video, because then YouTube won't send it to anyone. All right, Paco, how you doing, mate?
All right, how are you?
Nice to see you. Glass said something quite funny. I can't believe it. Someone just said Browning's turned up. Oh, what a terrible shame. That, Glass, is funnier than you think. I won't go into the details now, but weren't far off, actually. You noticed I got stuck on one message, didn't you? Well,
yeah, I get to the toilet.
Huh?
I thought you'd gone for a wee.
It's a long story, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got to do some weights. Or have I got to do some weights? What do you reckon?
Not sat next to me, you haven't, no.
It's so gay, isn't it? I think I've got body dysmorphia. I asked one of my exes the other day, I said, am I really small? She said, no, you're going mad again with the weights. And then I'm going to write another the after show. Hang on, no, we can see you, mate. Hello. I only just saw a couple though. I can't even. My head's gone, but I want to write. I want to do some weights and do some writing, and I'm going to bake a cake. And it's 2:45 in the morning, so I don't know why I'm telling you that.
What kind of cake?
It's going to be an orange and poppy seed with lemon icing, and I'll eat all of it myself tonight. I always when it's finished, I cut it in half. And I separate one bit, but I'll have a little bit when it's still warm, and it's just so good when it's warm, man. And then I just have another little slice, and then another little slice, and then I think, oh, I'll tell you what, nice pint of tea will go down well with that, and that's the end of the cake.
Yeah,
Look at that. Emma says yum. Anglo says gay. And JP says, oh, I'll tell you what, John, if you go online and type in unwashed poppy seeds, like there's code words for, you can buy poppy seeds online, the ones that you put on bread, you know, and in cakes. It just gives it a little bit of texture. You feel them sort of popping when you're eating it. Well, not really pop. It's not like space dust or anything. But you can get them and they've still got traces of opium on them. And you boil them up. I know for a fact there's a couple of people in the chat that have had experiences with that kind of messing. And you cook them up. Not cook them up like that, but you boil them up and make a cup of tea with it. And scratch your skin until it bleeds. It's so fucking itchy. Anything, any of that opium. Billy Blog says poppy seeds false positives. No, it's a positive. It's a true positive because it's got opium in it. Eleanor says delicious. There you go, Bill. You corrected yourself just in time. But yeah, I wouldn't get involved with it though, John, because it's very, very nice. And yes, opiates do constipate you because, well, that's not strictly true. But I don't think it's true. What happens is you don't eat, especially like proper smackheads. You just don't eat. You're not going to waste money on food. You've got smack to buy. And so when you actually get on the toilet and sit there going for about an hour and like a little rabbit dropping comes out, you think you're constipated, but you're not. I mean, when I was in Soho and using a considerable amount of heroin, because I was going out to eat twice a day and having a proper, going out for lunch and then going out for dinner in the evening and eating well, I was going to the toilet at least once a month. I think it's time to say goodbye. Ta-da! Hoita!